crazy shit going on in these YouTube streets. Crazy ass creators using anything to be relevant and try and preach. People spreading mass misinformation, making a divide between us, but that's their master creation. They don't want to admit there's nothing to their theories, blaming parents for their missing teen and turning the crazy shit into a series. They'll never stop spreading everything that's wrong. They'll play being victim in their sob story song. It's time we come together because there's strength in numbers. Put our beefs aside and blast their false allegations and rumors.
Creators only focusing on one damn video that's already been explained, but they think they're gonna find something new and get this huge ass pay. Twisting words is what these people do best. It's time to give the real creators a voice and give those grifters a rest. Now step aside, green team, this is long overdue. We look at all sides, we don't pick just one parent and all one person's wrongs they do.
They'll never stop spreading everything that's wrong. They'll play being victim and their sad story song. It's time we come together cause strength in numbers. Put beefs aside and blast their false allegations and rumors.
Yeah.
It's time to change it up and keep proving these grifters wrong. And it starts calling all Darksider creators together through just one song. It doesn't matter if you hate this person and that person right now. Put it aside to make this search factual with information we can share that's allowed. If you agree this is what needs to be done, let's get together and bring the right facts out there so we correct the narrative that should be run. They'll never stop spreading everything that's wrong. They'll play being victim in their sob story song. It's time we come together cause strength in numbers. Put beefs aside and blast their false allegations and rumors. Come on to everyone on this so-called dark side. It's time to come together. Get rid of these green team grifters. Let's go, now what you say? Let's go dark side. Now what you say? Let's go dark side. Come on. To everyone on this so-called dark side, it's time to come together. Get rid of these green team grifters. Let's go. Now what do you say? Let's go dark side. Now what do you say? Let's go dark side,
Granny's watching, eyes like fire. Pennsylvania storm, she rose higher. First anti-slap, she made that mark. Tough as steel, lit up the dark. They talked, they dragged, they tried to bend, but she stood tall, facts to defend. Mama bear with a heart so wide, for her babies she'll never hide. Granny's watching, never backing down. Queen of grit in a small town crown. Haters talk, but she's built to last. Truth in her hands, kicking ass. Grateful soul, but fierce as flame. She earned it all, carved her name. Didn't ask, but we showed up strong. Community love where she belongs. She's the voice, the fight, the grace. Every scar, a bash you face. Her full soul. Every scar or bad she'll face, she's the echo in our cheer, the strength we hold when doubt is near. Granny's watching, bold and brave, never change, never cave. Granny's watching, never backing down, queen of grit in a small town crown. Haters talk, but she's built to last, truth in her hands, kicking ass. Grateful soul, but fierce as flame, she earned it all, carved her name. Granny, we got your back for life, through every storm, through every strife. Keep standing strong, keep blazing through. Granny's watching, and we watch you too. Granny's watching, and we watch you too. She earned it all, carved her name. Granny's watching, never.
We got a kick-ass queen, be crowned lit in neon gold. See Illuminati princess power, truth never gets old. True dropping facts like thunder, no filter, no shame. Y'all think we crack? Nah, we just shedding the blame. I stand with Clue, I stand with Cletus, I stand with truth. We're the ones who freed us. First to lift me when I couldn't see, told me I could, now I'm finally me. This purge queen's rising, baby bumble in the hive. Clue crew, rooster squad, we keep the real ones alive. Still stand tall, united in the fire, we ain't gonna fall. Dark side tried to twist the tail, but we dropped that bag, it set sail. Loyalty's louder than the noise they bring. We're the truth tellers, we wear that sting. So here's the crew that never let go, to the ones who saw me, help me grow. Clue, Cletus, queen and truth, ride or die. We're buzzing, we're bold, we're born to fly. This purge rising, baby bumble in the hive. Clue crew, rooster squad, we keep the real ones alive. 2 wild days, but we still stand tall, united in the fire, we ain't gonna fall. This purge rising, baby bumble in the hive. Clue crew, rooster squad, we keep the real ones alive. 2 wild days, but we still stand tall, united in the fire, we ain't gonna fly.
Those papers like justice is blind. Thought you will, not this time.
You pissed off a whole damn town, we rise up, we don't back down. No threats, no fake respect, just real ones who ride, protect you. Ain't got bonds like we do, no roots, no heart, no breakthrough. We ain't brainwashed, we ain't scared, we got receipts and we came prepared. Your man in the back door shade, while we build truth that never fades. You let them talk, we let love speak, our unity is strong, yours we. Your man in the back door shade, while we build truth that never fades. You let them talk, we let love speak, our unity is strong, yours we. Your man in the back door shade, while we build truth that never fades. You let them talk, we let love speak, our unity strong, yours weak. You thought you break us, thought we fall, but we're built for truth, not bought or sold. We don't play games with fake respect, we show up loud, we come correct. We got screenshots, timestamps, love that's real. Y'all whispers, threats, and a shady deal. We don't need your name in lights, we shine in storms, we fight with rights. You'll learn real quick when the judge lays down that fake tears don't earn no crown. We don't fold, we don't fake, we don't bend for the moves you make. We rise with fire, we rise with grace. We hold the line, we hold our place. You can't erase what's built in love. We're stormproof, so strong, rise above. So let them whisper and scheme. We're louder, prouder, live in the dream. We ain't just fans, we're family tight. We ride for Clue and Cletus right. You try to smear what you couldn't touch, but loyalty, you ain't got that much. We build each other, lift and roar. You tear down what you can't restore. Your man in the back door threats like dark, so Moo will let her brace for the fall. Cause justice don't play favorites at all. You ain't got bonds like we do. No roots, no heart, no breakthrough. We ain't brainwashed, we ain't scared. We got receipts and we came prepared. Your man in the backbone shade, while we build truth that never fades. You let them talk, but let love speak. Our unity strong, yours weak. So let the record show, we don't flinch, we don't fold. We rise with love, we speak with soul. You tried to fracture what you couldn't feel, but this bond is forged in steel. We don't chase clout, we chase justice. We don't play petty, we play righteous. You'll learn the law ain't built for lies, and when truth hits, it don't apologize. We stand with Cletus, we stand with Clue. We stand with every soul you tried to undo. This ain't revenge, it's revelation. This ain't drama, it's dedication. So Moo Larry, brace for the sound of a community rising, court bound and proud. You found your fiction, we bring the facts. And when it's done, we won't look back. FUBJ, we ain't J. We ain't just fair with Clue. Don't roll up back. We ain't just fair with Clue.
Shout out to the mods, all the real MVPs, holding down the fort while I chase these dreams. You keep it clean, keep it kind, keep the vibe just right, while I'm live on the mic, bringing joy every night. You catch the trolls at the chat, drop the links, always one step ahead, faster than we think. You're the backbone, the pulse, the silent flame. Without your love, it wouldn't feel the same. Every stream's a team and you lead the way, with heart, with hustle every single day. So here's to the crew that keeps it tight. You make this space feel bold and bright. To my sons, my day ones, my ride or die. You lift me up, help me touch the sky. Every like, every chat, every comment you drop pushes us forward, this train don't stop. Never seen a vibe like this before. A family that's real, not just a score. I give my all in every love I do, so you can laugh, feel seen, and speak your view. We're more than a stream, we're a movement loud. A neon lit storm, a digital crowd. Mod subs, lurkers too, you're the heartbeat of all I do. SBC crew, we rise, we shine. Different voices all aligned. Laugh, discuss, speak your truth. This space is powered by me and you. From the bottom of my heart, I see you true. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. I wouldn't be here if I wouldn't be here if you reverse the vibe, the neon queen, streaming truth through every screen. Mods on deck, subs in flight, SBC crew, we own the night. This ain't just chat, it's legacy made. Every laugh, every truth, every accolade. So when I sign off, just know it's true. I'm blessed, I'm loud, and I ride with you. SBC forever, crown on my heart, let's go. Let's go. Never seen a vibe like this go. Never seen a vibe like this go. Never seen a vibe. Every like, every chat, every comment you drop pushes us stop. Push you can laugh, feel seen, don't stop. Pushes us forward, this train don't stop. Never seen a vibe like this before. A family that's real, not just a score. I give my all in every love I do, so you can laugh, feel seen, and speak your view. We're more than enough in the movement now. I give my all, every love I do, so you can laugh, feel seen, and speak your view. I'm more than a stream, we're a movement loud. A neon lit storm, a digital crowd. Mods, subs, lurkers too, you're the heartbeat of all I do. SBC crew, we rise, we shine. Different voices all aligned. Laugh, discuss, speak your truth. This space is powered by me and you. From the bottom of my heart, I see you true. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. I wouldn't be here. SBC crew, we rise, we shine. Different voices all aligned. Laugh, is all aligned. Laugh, discuss, speak your truth. This space is powered by me and you. From the bottom of my heart, I see you true. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. SBC crew, we rise, we shine. Different voices all aligned. Thank you for the love, the fire, the flame. Together, we're more than just a name. From the bottom of my heart, I see you true. It's all because of you, SPC crew.
Yeah, it's that porch swing posse meets back road bass. Little sailor riding tall on a short stack frame. Mask on, true loaded, receipts in the glove box. Let's purge. They're short but mighty, boots on the airwaves. Sailor drives thunder down TikTok lanes. Air skull on the Stetson, mask on the screen. Calling out the bullshit purge queen mean. Hashtag purge crew rolling, we ride, we ride. From the holler to the hard drive, side by side. Yeah. Got a steel string hard and a neon mic. She'll stitch your lies like a Friday night fight. Upload spin like a creek boat wheel. Popping open secrets with a howdy and steel. AI beats fused with that banjo chop. Throw a yeehaw over 808 drop. Survivor strong. Got scars that sing. Turns trauma to a torch. Watch the porch light bling. Receipts in the saddlebag. Hashtags blaze. Hashtag FUBJ. Spray painted on the side of the stage. If you fake that funk, better duck that shade. Sailors coming through the mask of mighty. Boots on the airwaves. Slowly time flowing out, please top lanes. Air skull on the Stetson, mask on the screen. Calling out the bullshit purge queen mean. Hashtag purge crew rolling, we ride, we ride. From the holler to the hard drive, side by side. Yeah. From the red clay roads to the Wi-Fi stream, she wrangles trolls like tumbleweeds, living loud for the voiceless kin. Wheelchair wheels carve the asphalt him. Hashtag RA survivor, hashtag DV strong. She's lifting up folks who've been done wrong. Tea gets spilled in a Dixie cup. Sip that truth, watch the sub count jump. Light it one for the lost, crank the amps for the found. When the night gets thick, she's the loudest sound. Hip high ain't might, that's her battle cry. Standing tiptoe tall to paint the sky. They're short but mighty, boots on the airwaves. Sailor drops thunder down TikTok lanes. Air skull on the Stetson, mask on the screen. Calling out the bullshit purge queen mean. Hashtag purge crew rolling, we ride, we ride. From the holler to the hard drive, side by side. And when the porch light flickers on a midnight screen, know a tiny titan's talking big and clean.
Hello. Oh. It would help if my mic was on mute. Heck. Okay. Mic, stop muting on your own. It would help if my mic was not muted the whole time. Because that would not be good. Of course, yeah. I didn't cover the lore and stuff because I don't know who either person is. I don't know what actually, I don't know anything about them, and I would feel uncomfortable covering it only because I have no idea, and I would never want to be rude and disrespect either or, not knowing what I was talking about or who I was talking about. So that's the only reason why I've never really covered it, is I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody. But I actually have some cool pictures to show. Let's see. Alright, let me make sure that this is all set. Okay, there we go. I'll share my screen. So I got to go to Rhode Island's Comic-Con, and got to do some pretty cool stuff. So did Squishy and my aunt. So I figured I would share some with you. They had like everything there. Now this person was, oh my god, it's the coolest thing. She has a rhinestone here and rhinestones here and all over here. She does it all by hand. Like it's gorgeous, and it was amazing to see. Like, so much talent. And then my aunt got that one. And they had some really, really cool stuff there. Like, these are all hand done. And then this one, if anybody is a Supernatural fan, main star that was there for them was Misha Collins, but if you watched Supernatural, and you remember who, now I can't think of the freaking name. It's gonna bug me now. Castiel. No, it's Castiel. Castiel's body that he overtook, it's the daughter of the person, yeah. So she was a sweetheart. She did not mind getting a pick. A lot of them charged for picks. So, yeah, no, there was sadly not too many things, but she was super sweet. And that would be Squishy, because a lot of people love to really go out for Comic-Con, so she got her picture with her. And then for throwback people, Sheba from Kim Possible. This was another character in Supernatural. He played Zachariah. Then they had really cool things like Twilight. I think that's Twilight right there. Yeah, Twilight. No, Twilight's over here. That's Once Upon a Time, Jurassic World. Let's see what else they had. There's the Vampire Diaries right there at the craft. Yep, Lord of the Rings. I mean, these people have so much insane. Of course, that's my youngest baby girl's favorite right there. And Squishy had to get this for Fenrir because she thought he would like it. It's a anime that I have not seen, but being told to watch. And then, yeah, then this, oh my god, it was the funniest thing. This guy had a chicken, a pet chicken. No, I'm not kidding you. Or a duck. Pet duck. I am not kidding you. I am not even kidding you at all. He has a pet duck named Dawn. And that's one of the first things we saw going in. course, Squishy had to get a picture. Oh my god, it's wearing a little robe with a king's hat on it. It is the cutest thing. That's more pictures. My aunt took that picture. I don't know who that is, but that's just because she thought that was Sailor Moon at first. I'm like, nope, Sailor Moon doesn't have these parts. The blonde hair, yes. These, no. Not sure. And then we got a picture in front of the Jurassic Park, one of the Jeeps. And I thought this was the coolest thing ever. It made noises, it did the R2-D2 thing, everything. That same picture. I got a picture with it. This, oh my gosh, I was so excited. Me and Squishy are book nerds. This is her first one she did, the first book she made. We actually got, because there are only 100 copies of like the first edition of her second book. And it was made out to both me and Squishy. And it was only actually $20. But this is her first one. The other one is something through the mirrors. Can't remember. It looks really good. Can't wait to read it. And she's one that said you don't need to read it in order, which is awesome. She was so sweet, and we got the book plus the book signed, and there's only 100 copies of first editions, so we got one. Oh, that's another place I wanted to look back up. Of course, I live in Connecticut. Then let's see. There's all types of stuff. I mean, these people, yep. These people are incredible with the work they do. And I believe that's it. So that was it. That was actually cool. I will say I had a good time. My shins hurt, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't walked that much in a long time. But, hey, it is what it is. Okay, well, I did my thumbnail. Pretty much says it all. Everybody obviously knows what happened this past weekend. It feels like it was like a whole 2 weeks ago, but it wasn't. I'm sure all of you know, except for the people like my brother and stuff like that. How do I approach it? Let's just say somebody that at first I didn't even like anyway, but it grew. That person grew on me after a while, and respected the fact that they had a a professional kind of done true crime channel. Hi, darling. I miss you. But, and let's just say she used to host Bajingo. I'm doing okay. Day by day, I'm more worried about my grandpa. They were married for 60 years. So I just have been reminding myself that she's in a better place. She doesn't hurt anymore. She was battling cancer for a few years without being able to receive anything like chemo. She couldn't do chemo or radiation because it would affect her. And she'd get these lacerations on her arms. It was just, her body couldn't handle it. So, been okay. worried more about my grandpa. I just want to make sure he was okay. I always ask my dad. But so yeah, even though I was dealing with all of that, actually it was the second day. It was the day after everything happened on a panel. I cannot express how disappointing this person made a lot of us feel. I cannot describe how furious I was that an alt was used for some unknown reason after over a year and a half. And it was all in the name of, on Sebastian, because there was a Sebastian live, and if you know, you know. I gotta say, I was kind of shocked. I mean, I wasn't. Because, I don't know, I never really vibed with Jay as much as a lot of people did. I didn't mind her. She used to be super, nice, but that did it for me, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say anything. I mean, if you still follow, that's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna be anybody to tell anybody where to go, who to follow, nothing. That's not me. That's not what I'm gonna do. But just know that I'm gonna be more cautious around the people that do still support and follow. I'm not gonna tell anybody to do what to do. That's you are more than welcome here. More than welcome anytime. But it's a trust thing. And it really sucks. It does, because this community is so great, and had to go under an alt and just prove everybody, on the other, whatever they are now. I don't even know if they're a team anymore. Just prove that's, right. I just have no words. I literally stayed up almost the whole entire time. Friday going into Saturday. I was there when Chris came up. Yeah, it is. And I'm so happy to be here. I have missed everybody so much. So much. Trust me. You can ask Fenrir. I wanted to turn on my computer, but between that and I wanted everything to settle after that, let everybody do what they had to do, because, I'm a little creator. I support the creators I do, and I want to make sure that, I wanted it to kind of, plus then my grandmother passed Saturday, so it was one of those things. Hi, Wheelby! I actually want to do something with Wheelby because he's an amazing person, because he's really cool. But let's see. I have heard that. I have heard there's things in the past. I don't know what was done in the past. I have to go and figure it out. I know certain people know. It just, after this, knowing that she has history, doesn't surprise me. Thank you, Wilby. Thank you so much. It's been hard, but are you gonna come in or no? Are you coming in to the? What's it doing? Not what?
It doesn't think it has a boot drop.
Why? Sorry, Fenrir's
What It was fine yesterday, but now it doesn't work.
Desktop thing saying you don't have a what?
It doesn't have a Windows drive in it.
It doesn't have a Windows drive when it's always had a Windows drive.
It was perfectly fine yesterday.
That, darling. That. We'll be, of course. I see you all the time in the, in the chats, and you are a really good person. You pretty level-headed too, and that's the person that hurt me most, is because, especially when Chris came on, they have put so much trust in the supporters, and for them to have to see that and go through the whole roller coaster of emotions, I cried. It broke my heart. Yeah, it does. But no, I can. That one that he has is the Celtics jersey, but I did send him another one. It has Red Sox on it. He likes both, so I had to. Oh, you just changed your avatar? What is it? Oh, it's a little Bumble. Oh, that's cute. Oh my goodness. I like it because Wheelby. I love it. It's cute. It's cute as hell. I love it. That is awesome. If you look at Wheelbees, if you look on my phone too, it's a picture of a bee pushing a wheelbarrow.
Oh, that's funny.
Isn't that cute? I like that a lot. But no, so this is gonna just be what I think and want to say, because I can say anything and have an opinion on anything. I'm not only disappointed just for the fact that that's what they did, but to call, she has a channel of with over 100K, a quote-unquote true crime channel. And this is what she does? She wants everybody to recognize her and, for all the hard work she's done. And granted, I'm not saying she hasn't done hard work. But that hard work pretty much just went out the damn window when she went into Truth's chat and said something. I'm sorry, not sorry. It's how I feel. I think there's a lot more going on that hasn't come out yet too, like a lot of people say. And hopefully sooner than later it will be just all out there. I don't know what else there is. I have no idea. Me personally, I don't. I've been around on this side for about 2 years or so, if not more. Clue was the first person I watched, and then Truth was on Clues. And then, like I told you before, me and Queen Bee didn't usually used to get along. But then I opened my eyes and realized, hey, dum-dum, T-Rev is, he's T-Rev. Anyway. So, now I lost my train of thought. Dang. Yeah, shut up. Trying to remember. Anyway. But, yeah, she wants to say she's true crime. She wants to say that she's professional. While she can be, yes. And I'm not saying that she hasn't covered cases and done things. That's great. But that's the reputation you gained, and you just lost it within 1 day. Like, 1 live under 2 old accounts. You have lost so much respect. I don't respect people doing that, especially on Sebastian's name. His poor parents lived through fucking hell enough, and yes, including Seth. Hi, Cola. So yes, I include Seth in that statement as well. I don't think Seth would want to see that on here either, which, even though I know he's put stuff out there, I know. But it's still his father. But that just literally... I mean, I just don't understand. I just don't like everybody else is. I have the same question. Why? Why? Why now? Why did so randomly? I mean, I know the live was about Sebastian, but why after a year and a half come out? And I just don't understand. I don't. I do not, for the life of me, understand how somebody so quote-unquote professional can go into somebody's chat, say what they did, knowing that if people saw it, that people would go straight for, obviously, truth, which, you know what? I unfollowed, unsubbed for everything on her. I'm with Clue Cletus, I'm with Truth, and I'm with Queen Bee. And I watch Trisha when I get the chance to, but that's my side. I stand with those creators because, especially Clue and Truth, before he even had his own channel, he was still on Clue's panel a lot of times. They opened my eyes a lot, and then that's what led me to Queen Bee. And I support Granny, of course. That led me to Granny. But it led me to, you know, like I said, Queen, and then Granny, and I believe Jay was the last one. No, Trisha was the last one before I knew it. But I knew about Jay prior. Like, it would pop up on my newsfeed, but I'd never subscribed to her or anything. But yeah, it's been pretty messed up shit, and I'm standing by Truth. I'm sorry, I stand by Truth. They had a conversation that was offline, whether people think it's gross or not. We do go over true crime things. There are so many more horrendous stories out there of, theories, and if those theories actually happened, it is gross. Yes, it is gross. But it happens. It actually does happen. Things like this happen. So thinking of something or, throwing theories out there, I don't find that weird. I don't. With everything and with respect that, okay, not really respect, but everything that Seth had put out there prior, or Seth put out there that prior to everything, like, that I'm pretty sure, made a lot of people think a lot of things when he was talking about what poor Sebastian had been through. And we know Katie's past. She didn't deserve that and nothing. She's a survivor herself. So
Parents like
it was,
that will drag other parents through the mud.
yeah, I know.
That happens. This is
Even
when
though I
you see
guess
their true nature.
BJ said that Seth didn't talk about. I don't know where the hell BJ got that, because I'm putting my hand up in the air. I know for a fact that I have heard Seth talk about the other parents, his mother and stepfather. What did he call them on one of those? And he put a smug look on. psychopaths. I believe that's how it went, allegedly, in one of the, I think it was Vinnie Politan's interview. But I know there's a lot of people that are hoping that things will, come together, reconnect. That I don't think that could happen. Because all that trust that was built up, it's gone. I can't say never. But she also did not, she apologized to Chris Proudfoot, which, give her that. So Cole, at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was with T-Rev when he started covering it. So I really fell for the whole what Seth was doing. I did fall for it for a while. I'm not gonna lie. But then, especially when him and T-Rev had a falling out, I was like, I said something's up. And then Tony came into the picture that ended that for me. It was pretty much as soon as it came in, I'm like, nope. I don't know what it is about this dude. I do not trust Tony at all. He creeps me out. But, and I never thought though, but it never crossed my mind that I can say that is one thing. Even though Seth was tricking a lot of us, I never once thought it was I never once thought it was Katie or Chris either. My mind didn't go to that. My mind never went to that. My mind didn't, nothing. My mind literally was, I was just listening to him being on, T-Rev's Live and stuff like that. And then Tony came in, and that was just, phew. Okay, my mic muted itself. 100%, darling. 100% uncalled for. Exactly. Did she apologize to, and before anybody comes at me, I'm not attacking Jay. I'm not saying anything rude about her. I'm just saying my opinion, how I feel about the whole situation, everything that went on. This is my viewpoint. This is my gut feelings, and this is just how I feel. So I'm not going after anybody. I don't need to. So, because at the end of the day, none of us creators did that. She brought it to the platform. We did not. Granny did not. Truth did not. Nobody. Only her. Yeah, ow. Oh, cool. Yep. Saying, and I guess all of a sudden, supposedly her son's now diagnosed. I don't know. I don't believe that. In my opinion, I'll just do my disclaimer. Everything is allegedly, and in my opinion, nothing is stated as fact unless it's known to be 100% fact, and or I can prove it to be fact. My chat has their own opinions. They are allowed to have their own opinions. They are allowed to voice their own opinions, and I'm not going to take that away from them. So everything I say is in my opinion, how I feel. It's allegedly, unless it's fact and I have something to back it up, it's not fact. So don't take it as fact. There we go.
Take everything in life with a grain of salt.
I have to put that out there to cover my butt. We all do.
Yes, there's a lot of idiots in
Yeah, BJ is very.
He's like 30.
I don't even. They went. there's so much about her. Oh my god, that I've seen. But no, I don't. And it pisses me off only because my son, my 7-year-old son, is a dual diagnosis. He has severe ADHD combined type and is autistic. We just, on Thursday, my 19-month-old did her testing for autism with the same person that diagnosed my 7-year-old. She did our 19-month-old, and we made sure that we literally are going to a specialist that does this. Like, that's all she does. She can start from as young as 16 months. And she really pays attention to so much. So we actually went to a 100% specialist for both of the youngest kids. So we're just waiting. It takes a little bit for her to do the whole report and everything. So we will see what's determined. She, I think at first didn't think she was, but I think she saw a few things that, I mean, I will even admit myself, I didn't even want to believe it at first because, you know, it's just people are so mean to people that are different. Especially, you know, autistic people or anybody else, and anybody who is different and unique. I say people are unique. Autistic people are so smart. They're just like everybody else. There's just certain things they do a little bit different, whether it be stimming to calm themselves down, whether it's, you know, remembering things. Like my brother can tell you what happened and which snowstorm is which and this and that. He always has a date and a time, and he can remember everything. But when I started seeing my daughter regress, yes, I do, bud. Yep. She did regress in speech. She was saying a lot of words. She was saying mama, dad, nana, papa, bubba. What's that? She was saying papa for grandpa. And a lot more. There was a lot more, but she regressed and a little bit. But she says mama and dada. She does know how to say papa and nana, but she hasn't said. I mean, she's on and off with it. She does know auntie. She knows beep beep. It's the cutest thing. Beep beep. She knows, like, I taught her. We have a ceiling fan, in the master bedroom, and she'll go, what's that? And I taught her, I said, it's a fan, and it goes woo, and I use my finger to go round and round. So if I ask her to do it, she'll do it. Then a balloon, and she'll do like a little wave with her hand. I'm thinking about going for doing certain things. How my sister's mother, even though I don't really like her, that I'll never have. Same fathers, different moms. Her mother would do sign language at the same time, just in case. So I want to do things kind of like, you know, that would represent what we're trying to get her to say. So even if, say, she doesn't say it, if she does the gesture, we know that she's at least comprehending what it is, which she does anyway. The specialist even says she has all the tools, she's just not applying them. So
You always have all the tools. It's whether or not your brain wants you to apply them.
yeah,
So if she does, like Sean's daughter, she's nonverbal level 3, but she uses points and a tablet to tell you what she wants.
Yeah.
She grunts. She makes noise. And teaching Princess to know certain gestures and to respond to it is still teaching her a form of communication. She just may not be vocal.
Yeah, which is, hey, that's perfectly fine. I mean, I obviously, I'm getting what I am from tattooed for my brother, which is the autism awareness ribbon with the saying that he has, that he came up, or that he picked. And seriously, I mean, I've never had an issue. I always said, if my kids are going to be autistic, I don't care.
I never knew I was until our son was diagnosed.
If
The therapist and specialist both said they can see it.
um
I wonder where he gets it from.
and so my two youngest went through an actual specialist, as well as he went through the testing and stuff like that for an IEP. They said he doesn't qualify because they're not seeing anything being affected educational wise.
But outside effects.
But I'm going to be calling, it's called, it's CPAC, yeah, it's called CPAC here. And let them know how it went, and let them know that they don't think a 504 or an IEP is recommended.
No, I think it's CPAC everywhere.
It might be CPAC everywhere, yeah, it could.
They're advocates.
Just because we wanted... Oh, darling, trust me. I'm not even kidding you. He could have been 6 at the time, and he will remember the exact date, time, what it was like, what happened. He literally has a photographic memory of everything. He remembers it all. Most times. You can most time remember most everything.
The reason I forget is I'm also fucking almost 40. I have too much in my brain. Google Photos can only hold so much.
It's true. I have to save up because I got to get more storage for my Google Photos, because my Google Photos have run out of space because I have a ton of crap on my...
I have Google One.
I know, that's the one I want. That's what the
I
199.
paid for that and I still run out of space.
I had Google One, and the 199. There's an echo. There shouldn't be an echo. Oh, wait a minute. That might be better. I think I know why. I think I had my headphones too close to the mic.
And they're too loud.
Yeah, my headphones. That was my bad. But Petty, it's good to see you, love. But oh yeah, but he can tell you. He can remember. There you go, Cole. That's awesome. So yeah, I don't take people weaponizing or using or saying somebody isn't autistic when they have no idea what they're talking about. She didn't even, like we all heard, she didn't even know what an IEP is. Me personally, did I know prior? Yeah, because my brother. I also had a 504 growing up. Because it was spelling, reading, and math that I was not good at all. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, it was because my headphones. Oh, that's awesome, Cole. Do it. Get it. So yeah, no, I'm not okay with her saying about anything about truths, autism, and anything like that. I will support Clue. I will support Cletus. I will also support Baby Clue. I'll tell you why in a minute. Even more now. I always have, but even more now. And I back Queen, Granny's watching, Trisha, Earthy. There's so many people. Even Petty does some stuff. I mean, I'm standing pretty much behind everybody, but the one person who put shit out here on a public platform under an alt account, yeah, because nobody else did that. She was the only one who did, and it makes me sick that she has literally a check mark by her name for her true crime. It makes me so angry because you want to be true crime, you don't make alt accounts to go into people's thing to make them look sick and perverted. Like I said, we have seen almost every kind of case there possibly is. I mean, how many cases have we seen that maybe that actually was the case, or it was the case? Things happen. So it's not weird to think about, in my opinion. It's not gross because it actually happens in the world. People actually do things like that. They do, and so that's why there's no reason to think it's gross. True crime isn't pretty. True crime isn't all rainbows and, butterflies and whatnot. Cases in true crime can get gross and can get bad. It can get vile, can get nasty, can get disgusting. Not because what we talk about, just because what actually did happen. Not that it happened in Sebastian's case, so don't take it that way. Meaning, there are cases that people have talked about similar kind of things, and guess what? It's true. Like I said, not for Sebastian. I'm talking about and just true crime generally. Thoughts race through our head. Things go through our brains. We try to figure things out. And he, like everybody else was saying, he went missing, I think, was it the same day or was it like a day apart from Madeline Soto? I know it was around almost the same time. So, to sit there and have to hear about that case, which I haven't heard everything yet, because that one's hard for me to listen to. It is because I have kids, so it really is rough but I have pretty much the whole gist on it. Like, I listened to a point where if I had to leave the live that I was watching, I would, only because I couldn't. But that happened. So why is it so gross that theories went around like they do with every case? Every case has a, I guess, quote-unquote, disgusting theory. But that's because look at the world today. Come on. It is fucked up. Our world is legit so screwed up. So,
It disappeared or reported missing the same day.
on the 25th?
26.
No, his changed to the 25th.
No. FBI.
FBI didn't change it, though. Yes, I know. FBI has not changed it. The TBI did. I thought
FBI is higher than TBI.
well, that's the thing, is I don't know why. Does anybody remember why FBI didn't change it?
He
'Cause
disappeared
when-
overnight, which means he
Oh.
was last seen on the 25th, but the 26th was the day he was reported
Yes,
missing,
yes.
which is the same day Madeline Soto was reported missing. The 26th.
Oh, okay, so what he's saying is
They were both reported missing the exact same day.
the reporting of the missing, because he just looked it up. The reporting to authorities was the same day because he pulled it up right on Google. It says into the overnight hours till morning into the 26th. It's
The FBI even stated that he was last seen on the 25th, which would mean when his time his mother saw him.
yes.
That's not the day they go missing. Because it was at night. It's the next day.
Well, he was last seen by his mother
Madeline
At
Soto was last seen on the
9:30?
25th.
at 9:30. You guys know about more of this stuff. He literally went to look it up. He hates things like that, but he went to go look it up. Just shows you, because it was
She
in
was
close time,
only-
and
Only missing for a few days before they found her body.
yes, yep. And the things that she went through were
She was reported missing and found dead the day before Princess was born.
yep. It's just that I just hope she's rocking it out up in the heavens, It, as a mom of that kind of stuff, Darling said yes, that's correct.
What?
What you just said. What you were just saying.
I'm reading up on it because she has a full wiki page because of it.
Yes, she has.
Her mother's boyfriend was literally born the day before my childhood best friend was. He's the same age as me.
He's the same age as you?
4/25/86.
Ah,
My
Fenrir's-
childhood best friend was born 4/26/86, and also known as the day Chernobyl melted down.
he's looking up because I really have never talked about the Madeline Soto case in front of him, so.
I already knew about it.
Oh, so he already knew about it, but. We go from, that and that poor baby girl. Oh my god. Breaks my heart. Fucking people. And I really wish they would hold the mother accountable because there's no way to. I'll just zip my lip. Anyway.
Oh,
What? Yeah, I was gonna say be careful what you read because it's.
no, they reported that her death was she was strangled to death. She was choked out.
Yeah.
And they found him dumping items in the
That
bathroom.
there is Summer Wells. I don't know if you know about Summer Wells either.
Yes, because of that church.
Oh, he does know about Summer Wells because of Upchurch. Wait, Summer Wells, or he did Summer Wells, or didn't he just do Kylie Rodney?
He did Summer Wells.
Oh,
but it
maybe he did.
It wasn't like how he did Kylie Rodney. That was a whole different one. Summer Wells was a minor thing.
Yeah.
He had one little blip on it. He didn't really go in like he did Kylie's.
Yeah, no, he might have mentioned something. Yeah, I know. Poor Summer Wells. She's. And see, all these cases this quote unquote true crime person covers, and look what she just did because of Sebastian Rogers. Yes, she's still missing.
Oh God,
What?
that sucks
What?
for him. His attorney tried to cite the 5th, 6th, 8th, and 14th Amendments that the death penalty was a form of cruel and unusual punishment because
Oh,
the
yeah.
Ninth Judicial Circuit Attorney's Office was seeking the death penalty.
He took a plea, I believe.
He took a multi-plea, as it is. On July 21st, 2025, Stearns pleaded no contest to the murder and guilty on all 60 other sex crime charges. Later that afternoon, he was sentenced to 21 concurrent life sentences in state prison with no possibility of parole. Dude's dying in prison.
Just like,
I'd rather be executed than spend the rest of my life in prison if I was.
see, I see
that was
two
it.
different ways. That's the thing. That's like Brian Koberger. You know that I watched that trial.
No. If I was the one being convicted, my way, I would rather be executed than spend and rot inside a building. Everybody else, I would see their opinion that they want you to sit there and rot because it's only fair.
That's what I think.
And I think it's fair that he rots, but if I was the person rotting, I'm saying from
Well,
his position,
yes, you would
Korver's
want to,
position,
of
you
course.
want to be gone because you don't want to sit there.
Oh yeah, of
Prisons
course.
are no fun.
That's the thing is some people would take that easy way, you know, just put me down. But I see, not that I'm not saying that I don't agree with doing that, because you know what? There are some nasty people out here that do that. But
Yeah, did you know they found him photos and videos of him
Oh, yep.
molesting
Yep.
her on his
Yep.
phone and his drive?
yep, because that he slept in her bed.
He also requested that they be deleted because they were never acquired via
Yep.
search warrant, except for the grand jury said, nope, they get it. You're a dumbass. Google will report it. They don't delete it.
Yeah, no. Nope. He didn't get away with that. But still, Sebastian Rogers, you know, still missing. Anyway, all I can say is J for Justice. I don't know how after this anyone is going to ever take you serious, or any other documentaries people come to you with, or interviews or anything like that, because you just did that on the back of a missing child under an alt account that was tracked right back to you. So I have my opinion. I don't think you should be allowed any interviews. I don't think you should be allowed in documentaries. I don't believe you should have any privileges such as that after going under an alt and asking not once, several times about what Truth and Granny had talked about, or the theory. That's how I see it. I'm sorry if I'm not gonna ever make people pick, but I will literally say, if you want to stay around J for Justice, I'm just gonna be weary only because becoming a creator, I now really fully understand how hard it is to trust people. Yeah, the theory, it is, but it's not something that's not normal to theorize about in true crime. People talking about that theory, like behind the scenes, I don't find an issue with it, because you know what? People talk about things in every case that you don't want to know about. You know, these things come up, especially with. Yep, darling. Yep. I'm sorry. It's just. It may seem disgusting to people because we don't want to think about that. We don't want to. Those are things we don't want to ever imagine or think about, but the reality of it is this is fucking life. It happens. Yes. See, Cole? Yeah. Yes. Which it was done in private. The two people that were having that conversation and the other person that knew, after Truth talked to her, which was Clue, none of them brought it to this platform publicly. None of them talked about it publicly. Nobody talked about, that publicly. She did under her oath. And that was disgusting, and she did it intentionally in Truth's live because she has never liked Truth. She hasn't liked Truth. She hasn't liked Crabtree, which is another person I do adore Crabtree. Who else was it? It was any males that were in true crime, she's not a big fan of. And those series were discussed in private, but she decided to come on out here under an alt that she didn't think she was going to get caught through. And did it. And as far as the whole thing with what was commented in another live stream with Queen Bee, I know Queen Bee knows exactly what happened. I know that she's got what she needs to, she don't need to even have her say, oh yeah, I did that. She already knows. She's already been sent, I'm sure she's already been sent what she needs. Because, I have, my chat has the @ symbol. You cannot replicate the same exact handle. That's why YouTube has been testing this thing to see, try to cut down on maybe, not just the bots, but anybody who can, alt accounts, anybody trying to, disguise themselves as another person. Who was that? Maine? When?
A year after it happened, she disappeared the same year, about 7 months apart.
Wait, in 2025?
She disappeared in 2024, a year
Oh,
after
September 20.
they offered. This is actually the FBI's website. I am on the FBI.
Oh, yeah, yep.
This is wanted kidnapped kids. I'm on
Yes.
the children page.
Yep. He had seen, I guess there was a girl, same year in New Hampshire in September.
No,
Maine. My bad. Maine. That had gone missing, and she's been missing for over a year.
Yeah, I gotta see who she is because I have friends that live up there.
And I used to go up to Maine as a kid. So, and it's a beautiful place. You don't hear much about things in Maine that much.
My grandfather.
And True said it was a theory that was discussed briefly. Yep, exactly, darling. It was theorized, tossed. No, it's not. It's not a possibility. Thrown out. But
FBI Boston.
obviously, Jaden's. Yes, Cole. Exactly. There we go. She's been around long enough. She has been around way long enough and has had her page and her true crime stuff for way long enough to understand how shitty that freaking is to do. And I know people, when either, I guess there are people that have picked. I don't know who, where I really haven't caught up with who I haven't seen in chats. I only watched maybe not even 10 minutes when she did her live, I think it was Saturday, about her side or whatever it was. I stayed for maybe 10 minutes. I just wanted to listen to, I didn't follow her, I just was listening in. And I bounced. I was like, I don't even care, because I had heard exactly what he needed to hear. She did say it was her, but she did not tell the full thing. The fact that she commented several times about the same thing and that there was 2 alt accounts. She's just claiming the one. She's also claiming that she didn't say what was said in another creators. And I don't know that other creator. I don't know anything about that other creator. But it was about Queen Bee, and I'm sorry, I stand with Queen Bee as well, because Cletus, when Truth was on, with Clue, and then when he got his own channel, and Queen were the first people, after opening my eyes, I started to follow and welcome me in with welcome arms. They didn't judge me. Nothing. And like I said, me and Queen Bee didn't always get along when I was over at T-Rev. So, you know what? But I saw what they saw. I started seeing it. So, Clue and Truth and Queen Bee were the first ones to fully accept me, with nothing. What?
They did, the FBI, the state police got FBI and FBI's card, which is the Child Abduction Rapid Deployment Team.
Yeah.
They had searched, they had followed up leads in Maine, all across the country.
Yeah.
Even in Canada for this girl.
Oh,
she
yeah.
was known to walk off into the woods and disappear for a few hours as a runaway would come back. Parents thought that when she left, she got in an argument with a sibling. Parents went home. Parents got home, they looked for her, they figured
Oh,
it
that
was
poor
another
girl.
incident, and then all of a sudden when she didn't come home after the few hours that normally she disappears for, they made the call. She's known to go into the woods. She knew the woods of the areas that she lived in.
Will you email that to me?
Just go to the FBI.gov.
Okay, wait
On
a
the
second.
FBI's website. Yeah, it's close to home, because the FBI local office, I think even ours, is out of Massachusetts. I don't
Probably.
think we have one in CT.
I have no idea if Connecticut has their own.
Well, they all have minor, like, little offices, but the true offices are above.
Yeah. So, no, I do stand behind the creators that I stand behind. They accepted me, and then, after that, I found out who Granny's Watching was. And then Trisha and a few other people. And people have been nothing but the best. This is the most amazing community I've ever been blessed to be a part of. And it must suck, because she lost one hell of a community, one hell of a support system over here, because I have seen the things people can do. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, that's my take on it. Yes, she did mention. Yes, it wasn't. Yes, and yes, I believe Queen Bee played the clip from Betty's. But, so that's my stance on what that all happened, and I also will back up Granny's Watching in Truth. Again, it's old tub of lard over there. And I will also back up Clue, Cletus, and Baby Clue. I always have. There's also another reason, an even bigger reason, I now will make sure I keep my eyes out. And that's because of the comment you can see above right here. Hold on. Right here. That was left under Baby Clue's latest video. And let me tell you, when I saw it, I was shaking, got heated. Ooh. Oh, that's an understatement.
She was trying to show me, and she was her hand was shaking so bad you could hardly read the screen.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it was that bad. But, BJ, all this after you started going after and really getting and harping on everybody, and especially Clue, you've been going at Clue. Oh, darling, it is. Oh, oh boy, you have no idea. Now, Cletus actually didn't know about this comment until Clue put it up when she went live. And let me tell you, he's going to have a live soon. And I'm going to need the popcorn for that.
She's not a hypocrite. She's a hypocrite.
Yeah, she's a hippo.
She's a hypocrite.
Oh, she's not a female. She said she was more manly than Truth, so. Yeah. Yep.
My shits are more manly than she could be.
But yeah, no. So, I don't know. There's somebody in the chat who actually. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen. He did post. Yep. But Cletus unfortunately didn't know about it till she put it up there. Clue kind of forgot to mention it to him, which in her fury I can see.
Yeah.
I mean, that's her baby. That is her baby.
That's her world.
That is everything to her and more. Just like my kids are everything and more to me. And, oh, I'd be heated. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have to wait, I'd already know.
There's plenty of what would we call ourselves? Aunties and uncles of Baby Clue, Cluminati crew. I mean, we will always stand up for Baby Clue. There's not anything anybody's gonna do to change my mind. I don't care if she's an adult. It does not matter. This is unacceptable. That's beyond unacceptable. There's no reason for this. Actually, I might repost that because I did see somebody. Was it? Yeah, it was in her chat. And, this person, I can't remember what subscriber it was. I can't remember her name. They said that they went onto TikTok to search the same name on TikTok. And then on TikTok, the profile on TikTok that she found, or he found, was following another person's whose name who popped out. Country something? Let me see if I can look it up. Hold on. No. And they found that this person was. Oh, I don't want to pull it in. God damn it. They saw that this person was. I gotta go to. Where's the tab? Hold on. Nope, not that one yet. Johnny Bing. See if this is it, cause oh, come on. I hate doing this one. Let me just close this for a second so I don't dox out my number like I almost just did. That would not be a good idea. That would definitely not be a good idea to dox my number. I really don't feel like doing that. Okay, now I can. There we go. Sorry, I didn't want to dox my number out, guys. Oh Jesus, I got tons of. I know it's country something. They said that they followed. So if I can get this to Cletus, if I can get this info to Cletus, I'm going to do it.
What do you do?
Oh,
You're fucked.
Yeah, because
Fuck that place. That place is your fucking.
that's why I'm never on it. No, I'm never on it. It tells you when somebody's on mine now.
I haven't been on TikTok in years.
Yeah, I haven't touched it. Except for stuff like this. The only thing I hate about this is having to scroll through, and it's not like name based.
Punch out the wall. Punch out the wall. Punch again.
Let me see. I'll have to try and figure it out after, and then I can see if I can get that to him right away. It'll be easier for me to do on my phone anyway. But yeah, somebody in there said that they looked up this person's name, went under either the following or who follows them. And one of the people that follow them, it's Country Something. And they are, surprise, surprise, followers of BJ.
Your name's probably Country Bumpkin.
It's Country Something. No, it starts with a K. It's Country Something. Can't remember, but it is it's a follower of BJ's on YouTube as well. So I don't know if that could help Clue or anything like that, but I saw somebody comment in their, I should have taken a screenshot. It was in their live, but the chat was flying. And I will see if I can go back and see if I can find it. But that's that. This intrigued me a lot because I heard it was really good. Just saying, does a lot of good work. She puts a hard effort into it. Let me put her in here. Just saying, made a video. Clue didn't get to go over it yet, but she made a video of who really started it all. And funny enough, I know y'all can already know where I'm going with this. Clue didn't start it all, and I haven't seen this. I figured look above and see if that's the name.
PC boy has work to do.
Yes, darling. Yes.
What?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. That's the person.
What's the name of the person? Country cunt? Country queefy?
Country guy, but K instead of C. Country guy, but it's K instead of C.
Country guy.
Mhm.
Guy is G.
Country in the word country. Instead of using a C, they used a K.
Oh, they damn stupid. Redneck wannabe.
Thank you, though. Thank you. That is exactly it. So you might, I don't know if you were in there, but you might have seen the name. But supposedly that person follows, surprise, surprise, oh, little Miss Moo Moo over there. So I don't know if that can help Cletus, if anybody wants to get that to him.
He's probably already got it. It's good.
Okay, good. Okay, so people are all right. They're leading him in the right direction. Perfect. 'Cause I was like, I saw the comment. I should have screenshotted it. I was like kicking myself and everything, but good. Okay, good. Well, Just Saying did a video, and I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have to really watch the whole thing just to see who really started it. But I really wanted to see some of this. So let's see who really started it, Beach. Who really started it? You or Clue? And my bet's on you. Whoa, too fast. Oh, oops. Alright, let's see. Ooh. Go back like 2 seconds. Hold on. There we go. He's blowing on his... Oh, he's using pressed air. Sorry. Hope you guys are having a good night. Oh. So, that's right. She was a follower of Clue. Yes. Let's see. Huh? Just Saying is somebody who put this together. Same person who put that whole thing with...
Oh, with Baby Clue
Yeah,
and all that.
together. So, let's look.
She's a
Usual Suspects? What the hell was that?
The movie where Kaiser Sosa is a character. We talked about this.
Would you looky there? Oops. Let me bring it a little closer for you guys. This is in Clues Live. No Snooki who became a member. I know it might seem... Let me see if I can get... Where's the quality? Well, look at that. Oh, what's the name? Brittany J became a part of the Illuminati crew?
On the last live, somebody mentioned Kaiser Sosa.
Are you talking about that movie we watched?
We got
Shih
one.
Tzu or something? No, that's a dog. Don't fucking laugh. Uh-oh. Okay. Whew. Allegedly with Brittany J. Welcome to the Clue Crew. Gotta get my vocals warmed up, y'all.
That girl Clue.
Oh yeah.
It's Cletus and Clue.
Have you went up on their panel?
Yes, a couple times.
Oh, does she do open panel now?
Yeah.
I have to try to catch it the next time she goes live. I've went over there quite a few times and you know, I've tried to promote her. I thought her channel was good. I don't know if she's ever seen me in chat. I've acknowledged her. I become a member over there, but I never talk to her or anything. They don't ever respond to me. Maybe she don't like me. I don't know. I was like,
well, it took a while for me, but she's real quick-witted.
yeah, she is.
And she's you hear one side of her, she's kind of outgoing and everything like that, and then you hear the other side, she's extremely sharp.
She is sharp.
She's quick-witted, yeah. She can bring things up real good, and she knows how to cut back on these trolls.
Yeah, I ain't good like Clue is. Clue can come out and say like some really.
Clue can fight with anybody.
Yeah, she's quick. I can't. Like I gotta.
Quick, she's sharp. She is. She's such.
You got your girl coming after me for merely questioning the Proudfoots, but then turning around and supporting Illuminati, who said that Seth needs his ass beat. He's a piece of shit. Like, way worse things that I've ever said. So I just don't understand how there's not a consistency across the board. And not only that, like, what makes these people think that they have a right to, and I don't know how you can say that people aren't trying to keep you, to prevent people from being able to talk about the cases. Well, when you do that, that's going to veer people away from covering a topic that they want to cover because they got to be worried about being bullied. No one should have to be worried about being bullied or targeted because they want to cover a true crime case. I get the shit that I'm a grifter. Like, when's the last time I actually even asked them for money? Like, seriously, what are you going to say because I peddle my memberships?
May 13th, 2024. Yeah, here we go. Now we're going to watch the chat. Matter of fact, it's up here right now. Audacity. Last night on BJ, her story was different. And she said her dog tracked Sebastian with no scent to start on. It was wild. Okay? That's what Audacity has said. That'd be my big fat head. You mean head? I think you meant head. But anyway, this is where it starts. Audacity comes in the chat, okay? Last night on BJ, her story was different, and she said her dog tracked Sebastian with no scent to start on. It was wild. We're gonna play this. I want y'all to watch this chat.
It says, update, I know who leaked the audio. I am not going to say it publicly, but I am relieved to know that it wasn't anyone from Justice Warrior Investigations or my team. The original post was, it had been brought to my attention that a phone call between the person I was leaked to the internet. I know who sent it to, and I am very disappointed that someone from my trusted group would send it to the YouTube creators. This did not need to be leaked to the public. It is only going to cause more drama.
Look at my goddamn comeback. Cluminati at Audacity. Who's BJ? Who's BJ? Bitch, I cared so much about you when you came into my chat. I didn't even know you were a goddamn creator.
I'm not gonna lie. There's some things that I heard today. I'm just gonna call it out. Illuminati, you are awful. I never thought that we would. Oh my God, I just said it and I'll say it again. I never thought that we would.
Well, what do you know? So she started off as a fan of Clues. She even got a membership. And she knew that Clue could take care of trolls and how quick-witted and how smart she was. Huh. And obviously, as you see, actually we don't see him. Okay, making sure that was all the way over for you guys. Audacity brought up BJ's name, and she didn't even know who the hell she was even talking about. So, BJ, if she didn't even know who you were until she went back, I believe Clue even went back in her streams and found out that she was in the chats when, I believe, during the Idaho 4. So, this is interesting.
Approach a time in true crime where a person sits on a panel and calls one of the parents bitches. Who? Where? What? Why is no one calling this out? What the freak happened? You, like, out of everybody, Illuminati is the worst. I'm gonna call it out and I'll say it. I don't care. Like, there's this new approach that I'm seeing from people where they're like, I'm not here to make you like me. I don't give two F's. You know, like, this bad girl image is not cute at all. Like, consistent. Yes, and you need to stand on it and be consistent and call it out all around. What do you not want Illuminati? Is it you're afraid Illuminati's gonna call you out? Like, listen, she's got a big mouth, but I know people like her all day long. Okay. I knew a girl that was just like her. God rest her soul, she's no longer with us, but I know that personality very well.
Yeah, I bet if you caught her in the parking lot, she'd cry.
Their bark's very loud.
Don't hurt me.
But my whole point is y'all should, like, if y'all gonna call it out around, all around, but you won't. Just like all. No, Brittany, you are not allowed to have your own opinions. You have to stay silent. Do y'all not see how extremely, let me ask y'all, why ain't y'all calling Illuminati out for the horrible things she says? No, Brittany, that's the problem. They won't. They won't. I know. Listen, honey, I appreciate it. Ain't nobody asking, Kia. Ain't nobody. You can just spout the word with no problem. It's perfectly fine. No issues at all. Don't even bat an eyelash. And listen, I want to be clear. I want to make myself clear. I'm not saying that the creator should be canceled because I don't believe in cancel culture. I don't. I'm bringing this up because how dare y'all try to destroy me? And I'm bringing this up because these are your standards. These are the standards that you want to put on me and you want to uphold. So what, I'm calling out your hypocrisy. Nobody will say anything about this. It'll continue on like nothing. And the person unapologetically said it like it was, and it's no problem. None at all. I watched the chat and only saw one person say something when it was said. One person. What do y'all think would happen to me if I said it? What do y'all think would happen to me if I dared said that? I can tell you, Craig got mad one night and he slipped up and he said a slur and they ripped me a new one. And when he did, I took it down immediately and I apologized. But they ripped me a new one. I'm telling you, if I was to dare do the same thing, they would take my channel down. Yeah, Illuminati. She said it last night. And it's nothing against her. I disagree. I don't think she should be saying that. Let me be clear. I'm not saying that I think anything should happen to her. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, according to these people's standards, I would have, oh yeah, I definitely would be pounded. But guess what? They hung out in her chat and it was like nothing happened. I'm sick of the hypocrisy and I'm just going to call it out when I see it. Nobody else will call it out, but I will. So yes, there's that. She absolutely did say the F word yesterday. And I'm just going to put it simply. If I were to say that, if I were to go around, blathering those types of slurs, you people would lose your mind. Not once have I said that didn't happen. Not once.
You wall hacking fast.
Y'all, let me end this stream. He just freaking dropped it. I'll be back. Damn. Egg.
Oh, well, it seems like Craigie Poo has been doing this for a lot longer than I was even aware. That's interesting. Oh, I gotta end the stream. He just dropped the F-bomb. Well, Look at that. It's still going on and on. He's still running his damn mouth in the background. Okay, I gotta use the little ladies' room. I'm gonna hit play, and I'll be right back.
Him and Clue will go live night after night, and because they live in Tennessee, in that area, they will act like they have information that nobody else has, right? And then they'll put out all this salacious shit about Seth, and nobody calls them on their bullshit because they don't, they like Seth. I mean, they don't like Seth, so you know what I mean? They won't call him out. I do, and I will, and I always will, because this is a crock of shit, and the truth and all of it, if anybody's honest, Cluminati and Truth have been the base of the problem in this community with this kid's case. They have fucked Sebastian's case left and right and center. And I know it, and everybody else knows it. I'm just the only one that has balls to stand up and say it.
But you can't hold me responsible for the actions of others.
Yeah, I can hold you responsible for your own actions, and that's what I'm doing.
Okay, well then, Colin, why do you not keep those standards all around? Let me ask you that. Why are your standards only for those that you don't like?
Name the names.
People that you support when they go after the Proudfoots. I'm sorry, Seth. That's fine.
Name them. I don't know who you're talking about. And if you expect me to
Illuminati, you got Granny over there spouting out misinformation out the yin yang. Illuminati sitting there. Listen, and I want to make this abundantly clear. I don't believe in cancel culture, but I'm going by your standards. Okay, y'all want to come after me for every little thing I say, but Clue can sit over there and call somebody the F word, and nobody bats an eyelash. Nobody. I haven't heard one of you call her out for that.
I didn't hear it, so.
You didn't hear it. Yeah, that's convenient. I'll hear that.
I was probably in and out yesterday. If it was yesterday that it happened. No, name names though.
I'm naming names, honey. I'm telling you. Illuminati. I never said Chris and Kate. I've never said they were guilty.
Hold on.
Ever.
So last night, all I did was go into BJ's chat, okay? And I said one thing: quit streaming my shit, or I'm gonna strike you. She got all pissed off. You stream everybody's stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Well, I like everybody else, okay? So, bitch, quit streaming my shit. Then I asked her for a link. I'm surprised her little pussy ass dropped one, but she did, which is something she probably really regrets. However, it is what it is. So let's see how this went down last night.
Okay, so you wanted the link? Okay, what you want? So you said to drop the link?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm over here watching my girl nonsense the other day, and you come up on panel and you got something to say about me, but you ain't even man enough to come in my motherfucking chat and do it yourself. Like what?
Did you hear what I said? Though it ain't even personal. It's the fact.
Then why is my hold on, honey? Let me teach you about being a woman. If it's not personal,
okay, don't talk to me like that.
Why is my name in your mouth? Why is my name in your mouth if it's not
because
personal?
your girl, she's making me an example, saying that I'm the one that's the worst person over here.
What does that have to do with me, though? What does that have to do with me?
Let me finish what
Bro, that's a fair ass question. That is a fair ass question. Your girl is talking about you. My girl, sorry, it's talking about you. What the fuck does that got to do with me, bitch? I don't understand. Like, it's something in your brain that just don't work right. I don't know. But bro, okay.
I'm saying, and I'll tell you. Because she's gonna sit there and come at me about shit I say about the Proudfoots. They ain't even nowhere near as bad as the things you say about Seth. And then gonna sit there and come at me about somebody called her Lady Ledoux. And then she's gonna call me a freaking transphobe. But you say the F word, and it's just like, I don't know if people are scared of you or what, but you can't.
Or they're not snowflakes, maybe.
Well, then why are they gonna
watch her fucking defensiveness, yo? Watch.
Be snowflakes about me?
I don't know, maybe because you are one. You can't even come. Hold on. Let me explain what I mean, okay? Sometimes people need a little schooling. You can't even. You ain't no snowflake, but you done went and got up on Nonsense's panel because she was talking about you, bro. Miss me with that bullshit right there.
Give a fuck about you saying that stuff. I don't care. I don't worry about what other people are doing.
Whoa, would you look at that? Clue even went to her first and went on her panel after she kept running her damn mouth. She took the link. I'm pretty sure BJ probably doesn't last very long with her up on panel. I can already see it now. But she went to BJ about it because it was about BJ, so she went to her. And Clue reviewed it, and this is June.
Of last year.
And how long has BJ been running her mouth for? When she started, like, what? Okay, Beej. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't start it. You keep telling yourself that. It's okay. No, it's not okay. Fuck you.
On a normal basis, I wouldn't even be calling that shit out if it wasn't
She
for
lying?
how she
Hold
is
on.
a hypocrite.
Hold on. You don't worry about what other people do on a normal basis, but yet you're worried about a word that came out of my mouth. Bro, the
I
math
just told
ain't
you.
mathing.
I just told you what I said because this bitch has been coming at me, Glue, for 2 months over some dumb shit, but then she's going to promote you, which is way worse.
Again, I'm going to ask, why is that my problem? How is this my problem? But then when you get on her channel, you don't even use her as an example. You got to bring my name in it.
Because I'm showing her how she's a hypocrite.
Oh.
I don't know how you can't see what I'm saying. She'll promote you, okay?
You hear me in the background. I'm like, I was calming myself down. I did so good last night, y'all. I really did. Look how calm I am.
She's gonna come and try to take me, like destroy my everything about me because I did something that ain't even as bad. I'm sick of that shit. Like I said, it's not even, I don't even dislike you. I don't even know you like that.
Well, I've
It
been
was
saying
an
the same
example.
thing for like a month or so, but yet everybody keeps coming to me talking about Brittany J over there running her mouth about you. What that
No.
hoe got to say? I don't know her. I don't know nothing about her. I don't watch your show. Quite
I
honestly,
haven't even-
your voice works my nerves. I can't do it.
Well, okay then. So, first, one thing you got to learn about YouTube.
I wasn't lying. I can't stand that fake ass want to be so soft country accent, but then when you was on Nonsenses, the real one came out. Jesus, like the fucking devil just spit up in your throat. What a dumb thing to say. Like, this bitch is so stupid. Are they scared of you? Yes, because over the interwebs, I'm a threat at all. You are just, God knows she's ignorant. I mean, she is fucking ignorant.
Too is these stupid people will come tell you things that ain't even happening to cause problems. I don't be talking about you like that. I brought you up as a example a couple times. I don't know
Again.
you. I don't got beef with you.
I'm just gonna say again, bro. If you got to have somebody for an example, why is my name in your mouth? Like, that shit is crazy, bro. That
Oh
is
my
crazy.
God.
That's
You
crazy
really-
as hell. I'm the onlyest creator on YouTube
Let
that you
me-
could use for an example.
you're
But
not.
yet I'm the same one, the only one you apparently feel like you mean
No,
you.
girl. Y'all, you better tell her. Granny's watching. It comes out of my mouth way more than you. It's you and her. It's the two people that nonsense.
Lady, I'm trying to tell you, lady, calm down. I'm trying to tell you something. The other day when you was on Nonsense panel, I heard you say Granny's watching name one time, and then it was all, I think the way you said it was, let me get it right, let me quote you right, Illuminati. English people learn it. Then it was Illuminati. Whatever. Okay, last thing I'm going to get into before I go to a birthday party. Look at this. Look at this hoe right here. Look, right here, Brittany J, allegedly with Brittany J. I know it's a fucking, what's the word? Blurry as hell, but that's that hoe. You can see her background, okay? Talking on this video, right? Why is my name on your shit, bitch? Why? Allegedly with...
Oh shit, would you look at that? She made a clue, or a poll about Clue. Let me just make sure. Okay. Oh, look at that. And it seemed, oh, hold on. It seemed the majority of her chat was saying yes, she deserved the C&D from, I'm assuming, Seth. Interesting. Very interesting, BJ. Hi, Mom.
minutes ago. Do you agree with the cease and desist against Clue? Ho, let me ask you, do your people agree with it against T-Rev, against JLR, against all the other people? Just curious. Bitch, stop saying my motherfucking name. Stop typing my name. I mean that shit for real. You ignorant cunt.
But
in
I
my
didn't
opinion.
say anything mean about Clue. I promote her.
No, let me tell you what. This is. I've said this before, but just for anybody that wasn't aware, I'm just saying this. Y'all do with it what you will. Think about it what you will. Right before Mr. Rogers took his YouTube channel down, I happened to look at his subscriptions, and what I noticed, I've looked at it a few times before to see who he subscribed to, just out of curiosity, and there was a plethora of these channels, the same ones that he would appear on. Right before he took his channel down, she was one of the last 3 that he was still subscribed to. And I found that really funny considering he showed up in her chat, right? And she was like, all right, good night, I love you. And I'm like, so what the fuck? Why is that why you got the damn balls to try and come at fucking Clue now? Because you're being prodded? Or because you were showing loyalty to a fucking side? But you want to sit here and say you're being neutral. My ass.
Him and Clue will go live night after night, and because they live in Tennessee, on in that area, they will act like they have information that nobody else has, right? And then they'll put out all this salacious shit about Seth, and nobody calls them on their bullshit because they don't, they like Seth. I mean, they don't like Seth, so you know what I mean? They won't call him out. I do, and I will, and I always will, because this is a crock of shit, and the truth, and all of it, if anybody's honest, Clueminati and Truth have been the base of the problem in this community with this kid's case. They have fucked Sebastian's case left and right and center. And I know it, and everybody else knows it. I'm just the only one that has balls to stand up and say it.
Poll for tonight. Do you agree with Seth Rogers giving out cease?
Well, BJ, I've seen Clue. I've seen Cletus. I've seen Crabtree. I've seen SF Investigates. I've seen them all out looking for him, doing things, putting up flyers, actually trying to help find Sebastian. What have you ever done, huh? Except sit on your fat ass on your computer and night after night pick who you're gonna go at. Try to get a panel to, back you up and make you laugh and think you're all cocky and shit. And then when it comes back to you, you cry like a bitch. It's like the other night, bringing up the worst part of your life, your trauma. BJ, Craig was arrested for DV, but guess what? You didn't press charges. Truth pulled up the reasons why it would come out the way it did. And there's only 2 that really stuck out to me. One was that the person that was the victim, quote-unquote victim, was not cooperating with the investigation and refused to press charges. Now, he did A, B, C, D, and E, like each thing, but that one stood out to me, as well as, what was it? Because she says that we have it, she said that we've had it backwards. She said that it didn't happen. She said a lot. But BJ, what, did you make him mad and then forget about it? Did he call you from wherever and you just forgave him? Did something, or were you the instigator? Like, did you do something to instigate? Not saying that anybody should ever instigate that. Nanny Pack, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Hold on one moment. Yeah, exactly. It didn't happen. We had it backwards. So, does that mean... Does that mean, Brittany, that, you were the instigator? Although, I don't see how that would happen, only because of how detailed it was about some of the injuries that you had already had. So, my biggest gut feeling was that she just didn't want to cooperate and continue on with pressing charges. So she didn't cooperate with the investigation, therefore case was dropped. And he was not convicted.
Which means you're not the victim.
Oh, I know she didn't. She just skipped right through it. She didn't want to hear that part. But BJ, that means he didn't get convicted. Therefore, that means you are not a victim, nor are you a quote-unquote domestic survivor. Because survivors get out. Survivors don't stay. Might take quite a bit, might take a few times, but they don't stay. Survivors don't. Victims that don't care and don't press the charges and don't try to escape it, you're not a victim either. You got nothing. Nothing. No charges were pressed. You're still with the guy. So therefore, you're not a survivor. You're not a victim of shit. Besides, your own filth and disgusting, nasty, vile shit house of a home that you call home. And I'm not sorry. I am. After what was posted about Baby Clue, Mom, I know you were in there, and I put it up earlier. Woo! Holy! I'm sorry. It's just a thing. Like I said, maybe it's because we're all like auntie and uncles. Baby Clue, because we're a community. We've also supported Baby Clue. We've never known her real name. We have never seen what she looks like. Nothing. We didn't know anything. Because that's the same thing I do with mine. I mean, but with truth. Oh yeah, yep. Of course it's all clipped up. Of course it's all clipped up. Because, could you think she'd actually be able to sit there and, I don't know, record all of it on her own? Hell no. Of course she didn't. The bitch is too lazy to do a damn thing for herself. But it still remains. One, public information is perfectly legal. Two, reading, you said something about how DV things are supposed to be sealed. Well, he wasn't convicted, so therefore it doesn't make it that kind of incident. So therefore that's probably why it's public.
DV cases are not sealed unless it's a threat to life.
Yep. Or
outside of that, they are all public records.
If you say had left and they sealed your information for your protection, so he wouldn't find you if you did leave. But you didn't do that, did you? Nope. No, ma'am, you didn't. So I don't want to hear another thing about your most traumatic experience when, in my opinion, I think what had happened is she chose just not to cooperate afterwards. That's my opinion. I'm allowed to have my own opinion. I'm not stating any facts here. So, BJ, give it up. Okay? My mom's a survivor. I'm a survivor. I know so many people that are survivors that, hey, some of them didn't get out the first time. Some of them it took quite a while.
Usually does.
It can take several times because there's hate bonding and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that come with the mental part of just DV, of something about being free feels wrong to a lot of victims or survivors now. It just feels wrong, and they just, it takes several times, but I know a lot of survivors. My mama is one. She got me the hell out. I was one. After the person left where I was living, because I guess it was too stressful, I didn't have to be backed in a corner anymore trying to fight to get it through the person's head. I didn't want to be with them anymore. They would back me usually into a corner until I was just too tired and just said forget about it. But after they left, guess what? I didn't see him again.
Hey, asshole, we done.
I literally, the feeling of being free, of course, you know, it's not always the easiest because, yes, you were that person for so long, but it had ended way before it officially had ended because of how he was. So, BJ, have you tried to leave? Have you tried to contact organizations that help victims, especially with kids? Have you...
Every court in every state has a victim advocate office.
Yep.
To help DV victims.
Because
especially DV and SA.
There's plenty of programs that don't contact you back. You contact them when it's safe enough. They work with you to make it as under the radar as possible till they can get you out. And then they will get you out very smoothly and easily. And you can go to places that they will protect where you are, where you're staying, who you're with, anything like that.
Probably like the police will go after
Yep.
the other person and make sure they don't go and find you.
So, BJ, you haven't been on cam in a really long time, and Craig's gotten pretty pissed off when he's drunk. Quite often. Many, many times. Is that why? Because you said he's a mean drunk. His mother said he's mean. And angry and scary. Darling, that's a good question. I believe so. I want to say yeah, because that's what you would use in that kind of situation. Yeah, I believe so.
What?
The advocacy center for when she tried to do ROs on Clue and Cletus. They would help her. They would have helped her fill out the information and everything because it's an RO because you're quote unquote in fear for your life.
ROs are for any form of abuse.
Or fear of somebody, like, aka her fear that Clue and Cletus were actually going to go down there and harm her. Like, okay.
Yes, you use the Office of Victim Advocates.
Yep, there we go.
Every state.
So, you lied under oath. Didn't even make it to court on time. Because it had already been settled by the time you walked in, and I'm sorry, I do not believe the whole phone bullshit, because it does not take a half hour to walk to your goddamn car.
Not even just that? Courts don't care if you have your phone as long as you're not recording.
Depending on the court, they can say yes or no. It has happened in the PA one because people were recording. It has happened. But you went to them about Clue and Cletus that have never been around you. They've never been to where you are. You've never seen them in person. You've never met them, even though you quote unquote put into paperwork that you personally knew them. That's a lie. It's a lie under oath. Oh, girl, you got so much for it. And BJ, would you give Brenda her damn money back, please? Because obviously you didn't use it, and if you did, it's freaking probably wrapped around your infant child, man-child's, man-infant, you know, his ring and everything, all the new things that you got. So give the damn money back, because you know what? She was under false pretenses. It'd be a lot easier for you to give it back to her and to avoid what you know, she could further pursue. Just saying.
False pretenses falls into Fed.
So, just give her damn money back, even if it's in payments. Sam, just work out something. I'll give you this much a week or a month out of my, you know, YouTube check. Something. Because you're going to get nailed for what all the stuff in PA with the anti-slap on top of the fact that Granny got a default judgment because you weren't going to show up. And you didn't show up. I believe, in my opinion, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I believe that it was supposed to be that she was already supposed to be down there.
Up there.
Well, up there for her. And wasn't she already supposed... Was it defaulted judgment? I don't want to say anything that I'm not 100% on. Just in case. Because if that's correct, and if it is true that it was she won default because you didn't show up or respond, you're gonna pretty much, I think we are just, okay, that's what it is. Okay, thank you. Because she didn't show up. And she didn't respond or anything like that. Okay, thank you. Darling, I figured I was about to say. I'm waiting for Darling to see if she answers. Hey, BJ, guess what that means? If it's approved to default, somebody's responsible to pay for Granny's lawyer fees that she had to pay. For all of this. For, you know, her lawyer having to... Actually, no. Granny was doing pro se. That's right.
Granny doesn't need a lawyer. She's too smart.
Oh, no. She still has her lawyer for the she's got a good one. I think his last name's Marcucci. I don't know. I know he watches her live, so I always say, hi, Mr. Lawyer Guy. You know, it's weird, but I said that, but if I'm not mistaken, though, wouldn't she... I'm trying to think. No, because I think... Is it? Okay, I thought so, too. I just want to double, triple check. I don't want to say anything about Granny's watching that's not right or not correct, because I don't ever want to do that to somebody at all. I don't know how to check the doc. Let me see. Because Granny shows the docket all the time. Oh, God, what is it? Oh, I'm trying to remember the name of the court. Is it Delaware County?
I think it is Delaware. Yeah, Delaware County. Because she's only a few counties over from my brother.
Yeah. I'm only going to be able to possibly do it because of, I know, BJ's last. I know that, it would be civil. So there's a public user. I only know Brittany's name. No.
Just put last name Jackson.
Okay. I know Granny put or has said it or and whatnot. No,
Not a civil appeal.
no, not a civil appeal.
Oh, I know how to do it. Okay, go back to case search. You head too far.
Hold on, let me just check chat.
No. Just do that. I can already tell you how to do it real quick.
Hi, Wheelby. Yes! That's my mom, Wheelby. I don't know Granny's last name, though.
Doesn't matter. Put case title. Put Jackson.
Paste. I did.
Put Jackson. Comma. Brittany. You always do last before first. That's how all cases are. Okay, so it's not under Brittany's actual first name.
Darling. Oh, Wheelby, thank you. If it wasn't for her, plus my kids, plus a lot, I wouldn't be where I am today. Let me just see if there's a different one. The way she looked it up, it was different. I don't know GW's last. Yeah, I haven't either. So maybe you see if she has it on or posted or anything. Why is it? There she is. I just want to see if she made a post about it. Let's see.
Hang on.
I don't see it. I know Granny pulled it up plenty of times, but the thing is,
Do you remember the date that it was filed? It started?
Darling, when was she served? Do you remember? I think Granny was, I want to say Granny was served, I know it was before Clue and Cletus. She could respond. Yeah, she has said her last name. I just definitely want to.
I need these.
I don't remember. That's. When was Granny served, darling? Do you remember? Because I know I believe Clue and Cletus were served by September 17th. They were drawn up, 10/2/25. It was a Friday.
10/2?
Mm-hmm.
That's October 2nd.
Yeah.
That's a Thursday.
That's my bad. Yeah, because Granny got hers first. I don't know if Clue's on. She may be somewhere. All I know is that if it goes into default, I believe that her lawyer at least, no, because her lawyer messaged or emailed Brittany's, or was it Friday? So she said it might have been the 3rd. But because Granny showed it, she would refresh it, and Brittany never responded. So I think what Granny had to use, whatever money Granny had to use to file everything, do all of that, I believe, if it's a default, I believe she's got to pay Granny back. I'm not 100% sure. I'm still learning about all this stuff myself. That's gonna probably be nothing compared. Oh. Really? Huh. Yes, the next HDI, I do remember that. All I know is, between everything, I mean, the never mind just that, but, woo! BJ! When you guys finally get to, they get to the money part, and after, the appeals denied, whatever, or it was already denied, and once you guys, you get the court date to do punitive damages, holy, I don't think you're gonna be shown a whole bunch of numbers that you probably have never seen in your life. You'll be paying for the next, I don't know how long. And I'm loving it for you. I am. And not only by one person, you're gonna have to do it times 2, because you went against barbecue and lost too. That's even better. It's even better. I know I may sound like a bitch right now, but I do not care. I do not. I cannot. Now I see how people get so angry at her. Like, she really can piss somebody off. Yeah. But I mean, she didn't even go to her hearing for her seatbelt ticket, or the driving violation, whatever. I think it was a seatbelt ticket for her, because she couldn't find the ticket to go to court, so she just paid the fine or whatever. Can you do anything, BJ? Do you do anything? Yes, Mom. You know how somebody, I don't know if you were in there when somebody super chatted about, I hope it ends for them too. They have been through more than enough. They literally deserve to go on vacation for like 2 months. Just go somewhere far away and enjoy it with your loved ones and everything. Y'all just go and have a good time. But yes, it's Just Saying's video. And so far we've learned the fact that BJ first served her with C&D, and she put in the thing from her lawyer, so then BJ got served with it.
So
she retorted to the
she wanted it heard in Pennsylvania instead of North Carolina.
Yeah, and
that's all she filed. The same thing Cletus went over, so you have to go by the original file date.
Yeah, so
So I'm going and serving all this.
So she was not only subscribed to Clue, She bought a membership from Clues. She was all up in Clues chat and everything like that. Was on panel, you know, going on and on and on. You know, Clue had no idea who the hell she was. And then she was going talking about nonsense and then bringing her name up. And, you know, nonsense. She takes literally no nonsense from anybody. And then Clue heard through, like, all that nonsense stuff that her name was brought up. Clue respectfully went to her channel, asked for a link. She went up and she told BJ, "Why is my mother name in your mouth?" So, and she had been talking quite a lot of crap on her way before Clue even responded for the first time. So the question has been answered. BJ literally officially started this whole stuff with Clue. Clue retorted back because, as in her defense. And that's how it started. BJ is how it started. So that whole thing about, oh, Clue went at me first. Nope, not true. But let's continue listening.
And desist. Please vote. Even if you're not, even if you don't like me, I want to know how many of you think that, how many of you agree with it, how many of you are in favor of it. I'm going to tell you my point of view after I say thank you to. I do want to say this. I don't agree with the cease and desist. I think that we should be, you know, I'm worried, Jules, that this is going to lead to a slippery slope, and it's going to make it where, you know, people follow suit and then they start shutting us down left and right from being able to talk about these cases.
Is up in arms that I sent out a cease and desist. Some of these people live right there in Sumner County. 3 of them do. T-Rev lives there. Klumati lives there. And so does T-Rev's girlfriend. I'm not even going to speak her name. She ain't worth it.
Whoa.
All 3 of them live there. And you know what? T-Rev has never showed up for a search. Oh, he bought hot dogs and buns. Appreciate it, buddy. I thought he showed up for, you know, one search. Only one search. And she acted all nice and friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Introduced.
Now, I've been left T-Revs for quite a while now. As you guys know, I used to be a mod. I turned in my wrench after he denied what Cletus was offering for charity. Because, you know, I mean, come on. They would make sure it was probably in the style of where it looks like something, but they're really not going to hurt each other. That kind of stuff. It was all going to be for charity. People who went there would stream. All the proceeds would go there, and people could restream people that were there streaming it live. So that way, all the people that had 10K plus following, it would go straight to Nick Mick for National Missing Children's Day. So I kept my word. I said if he doesn't accept, I'm giving my wrench up, and I did. And haven't looked back since. But I will say one thing about T-Rev. In regards to the Seth situation. Because I'm not going to lie, I was there. But, you know, at first when they were getting along and all that, I cannot tell you how many times Seth's GoFundMe was dropped. His PayPal links, or his pay links. And at that time, T-Rev had a pretty good damn good following. He had a pretty large amount of numbers in there. Because he really kind of blew up after Cavalcante. That's how I found him, was Cavalcante. So, I'm not saying anything, but the fact is, T-Rev, he's the reason why a lot of the donations started coming in. Because literally they would drop the GoFundMe and the cash links. And this was all before Tony. So, yeah, a lot of people from T-Rez, and at that time his big following, they donated a lot. And I can tell you that for certainty because I saw the names on the GoFundMe and I knew exactly who they were from because it would match the screen name. And they would be from T-Rev. So that I will give to T-Rev, and we'll say something against that is, you know, I don't know if he searched. I mean, the falling out wasn't that long after T-Rev got to Tennessee. So, do I know if he searched? No, I don't. I know about the hot dogs. I know about that. But before he even moved down there, he was dropping the pay links. He had his good following. And trust me, Seth didn't go without. So I will defend T-Rev on that portion, only because I was there myself. And I can say that the amount of times everything was dropped for, you know, GoFundMe and all that, I was there. I saw it. So, just like, you know, BJ did. Yeah, well, T-Rev had a lot bigger of a following at that time. So, I can say that at least, so.
Introduced herself by her name, not by her, you know, never once told me that she was a YouTubist, none of that sort of stuff. But I treated her like a regular researcher. Hi, thank you. I appreciate your help. And then she turns around and plays, you know, I want to be number 6 on, you know, CP's list of marriage or whatever you want to call it. I don't care. People want to talk trash about me, but people want to look at me and tell me I'm trash and that I'm despicable because I have an opinion and attitude.
No, you don't deserve.
My son is missing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. There was something that was said last night that went completely over my head, and
I am shocked. What? Something went over your head? Okay. Hold on. I gotta link this host channel in here because that's what you're supposed to do without them coming in here and telling you to do so. Mind you, BJ.
that Seth was going to come on my panel. That was completely random and unexpected. Mods, please block all these people. I'm not doing this. Block them. They're freaking gross. Misinformation, Daisy May, when I'm sitting here telling you about last night, shut up. Go away.
She gets so triggered. I love it. I fucking love it, dude.
Go away. Like, your sad existence is to sit here and just, like, troll somebody or fucking talk shit. How do you keep coming back, Daisy May? Is somebody unblocking her? Mods, is somebody unblocking her? I have blocked her 3 times. Is she coming back with a new account? Or is she being unblocked?
She is so triggered by this person. I love it. I think this is great. Like, that's affecting her. Just like Betty. You gonna be bullhorn Betty in about 20 years, ain't you? Girl, you better get a hold of that anger.
I'm trying to point out this double standard where all these people are up in arms. Like your Cluminati, for an example. Y'all are so up in arms.
Whose, bitch? Whose Cluminati is you talking about? Because you say your Cluminati. Like, what is triggering you right now?
Double standard where all these people are up in arms. Like your Cluminati, for an example. Y'all are so up in arms about something that Seth said, but it's okay that Chris Proudfoot.
And why you got to bring my name into it, ho? Why the fuck is you got to bring my name into it? Just because people are giving you shit and people didn't give me shit, what the fuck again, BJ, does that have to do with me? I'm over you. You pompous, wannabe, fucking somebody bitch. Like, I'm over it. Just the same situation with nonsense. You come up there on her fucking panel, but you don't got the fucking cojones, ho, to be a fucking woman and say you got a problem with nonsense. No, you got to bring my motherfucking name up in your motherfucking trashy dick ball licking ass mouth. I'm over it, bro. Like, on God, keep my motherfucking name out your motherfucking mouth. It is what it is. It's not that fucking hard. And again, we got a situation where people are coming at you and your ugly ass can't take the fucking heat. So what do you got to do? You got to bring me in again as a fucking example. Be a fucking woman. Own your fucking shit. And you might be a channel worth fucking watching. On God, stop being fucking stupid. I'm so over you, honey, and I really mean that. You got all these balls. And matter of fact, ho, I even gave you an opportunity. I didn't punk out like your little bitch ass. I came the fuck up on your panel. Proceeded to then hand you your fucking ass. And just like right now, with your people telling you that was wrong, you couldn't fucking take it and rage quit like a fucking 12-year-old. The simple fact that you literally are raising children right now terrifies the living shit out of me. Grow up, bro. And again, on your voyage, keep my name out of your fucking mouth. If someone has a problem with you, ho, I'm not your sister, I'm not your mama, I'm not your fucking friend. That don't got shit to do with me. Okay.
Yeah, I heard it. Somebody told me about it. He was like, and Brittany J allegedly, now is that her? Is her name really Brittany J? It's the, I'm not going to ever say her name anymore. So the name that shouldn't be, she don't deserve me to say her name. She said she called me I ain't never been called a whore or a slut because I'm not like that. I don't do things to be called that. So it's really weird and bizarre for me, but that's what she calls me. Jesus. Lord have mercy.
She was talking.
I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, Melly, I'm a whore and a slut, I guess. It just feels so wrong. I am Steffi B. I'm not giving them people attention anymore. I'm going to focus on what we're here to, we're going to focus on the cases that we got to cover.
Because I feel bad for you. Because I think you have way more than a few screws loose in your fucking head. Like you're literally pathetic as shit. When people come for you, what you do is you confront those people. I'm trying to give you the lessons that apparently your mommy and daddy didn't. And I'm trying to teach you how to be a good fucking woman. When someone comes for you, you confront that person, head the fuck on. Bitch, I did that shit. I came up on your fucking panel, tried to come to you, man versus 12-year-old boy, and just like a 12-year-old boy, you fucking rage quit. You literally, no bullshit, fucking rage quit. You kicked me off. Then when I point that shit out to you, you're like, I didn't fucking rage quit. I'll put the link back in the chat and you can come back up. No, bitch, you get one shot. If you can't take the heat, stay out the fucking kitchen, bitch. Bitch, I'm so over you. I hope nonsense tears you a new asshole. And you know what? I ain't never watched your shit before because quite frankly, I've never been that desperate. But I will be watching now. And every time you fuck up, it will be plastered all over not only YouTube, but bitch, I'm going to create a TikTok account so I can show that motherfucking shit over there too. Honey, you don't want me on your bad side. I gave you your shot. Told you that night when I was up there, keep my motherfucking name out of your motherfucking mouth, and you still can't do it. Ho, you're obsessed. Like obsessed. It's really fucking not flattering. Ugh.
Down.
Just Saying did an amazing freaking job. If you haven't, please, here's her link. I've been dropping it. Please go follow Just Saying. She makes incredible, not only videos, but her audibles are really good. And it takes a lot of work to do something like this. A lot of work. To put this all together, to put all the timeline into, one after the other. And she killed it. She nailed it. So please, if you haven't subbed to Just Saying, go to the link I dropped and subscribe. Because the work put into it, I can't even begin to fathom. That was a good freaking video. No lie. I really do like her. I really like her channel. I really do like her channel. Now, I wonder if this was in response. I just wanted to see if this was a response to, if she had any, opinions about what happened this past weekend. So I figured I'd just check it out because, hey, she's a really good channel. She did the whole entire timeline and evidence and everything about people coming at Baby Clue bringing her up and talking about her and how BJ was involved with supporting the people that were saying these things, and she said things. She did an amazing job on that video too. Whew! She is good. But I figured I'd see if this was about what happened this weekend.
Hey everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. This may be a longer video. I have quite a bit I want to talk about. So for those of you who like to put this on and clean house or do something while you're listening, this might be a good one for you because I just have a lot to say. So it's quite interesting to learn how little some of these creators that claim to be true crime actually know and understand about the legal system and the court processes, procedures, things like that, whenever they claim to be so passionate about true crime. Because you notice that a lot of true crime creators will jump onto cases that are trending and they'll stay with that case while it's exciting and they can investigate and all that. But then as soon as someone is arrested or it starts not being as popular in the news cycle, and I hate to use the word popular, but unfortunately, that's what applies to what some creators look for in cases. But as soon as it isn't that anymore, they move on to the next. They don't ever follow through with what happens in the courtroom, what happens in between the arrest of someone and getting to the courtroom and the whole trial and the outcome of the trial. They don't go through all of that. So they don't really understand what happens after someone is arrested for a crime. And there's a whole lot that happens. And BJ, of course, is one of these creators that definitely jumps onto whatever's trending at the moment because there's lots of reasons, in my opinion, that she does this. One is she actually thinks that she is doing these deep to see how things play out and how all.
Okay, it's not about that. Now, I did start before everything kind of, her audibles are good. I mean, they're calm. It's just, she does it in an amazing way. I'll have to go back and listen to that because I'm definitely interested. But I did bring up the Melody Buzzard case, and I follow Grizzly because Grizzly is literally legit true crime. And I respect the hell out of her. Because I was trying to keep up with everything and I couldn't keep up with it all. I couldn't. Did you do a live about it? Okay, no. Wait, yes you did. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go to the videos though. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, this case is local to me. Oh yeah, yep. She has an issue with not only truth, it's not just truth. She's, BJ is at this current time, but I'm just gonna say Slave for Justice because I don't want to really say her name. Is also similar because they both have issues with men and true crime. It's like men shouldn't do true crime, and I don't understand why. If anybody could grab Grizzly's link until I can put it in my system, that'd be amazing because she is a wonderful person, and I want to give her full credit. I want to make sure that, speaking of which, oop. Hold on. Okay. We'll do that. Come on. Ooh, that's a little too big. But I really do want to give her credit because she's actually... Thank you, darling. I appreciate it. But no. So, Melody Buzzard was 9 years old when she went missing in Connecticut. The last time she was seen on video and confirmed seen was it was October 7th, 2025. Walking in with her mother and some random guy behind her to a car rental place where her mother rented a car. They all got in and went all the way down as far as Nebraska. So they left October 7th. The mother returned October 10th, 2025, without her daughter, Melody Buzzard. The school was concerned because she was enrolled in homeschooling, but no assignments or anything were being turned in, nothing. So there was already some things going on. For the longest time, the mother was not cooperating with authorities. Yes, that's what, and I haven't caught up, so yes. Not only did she get arrested, but something else Grizzly's True Crime posted was something to do with somebody that was seen with the mom in Utah or something like that. Now, I don't know if there's any, I don't think there was any, I don't know if there's any news information about Melody herself. I do know the, I started covering it, and then a lot of stuff started happening. You know, the kids had their appointments, and it was just, it got busy, and then, what happened, you know, on Friday, and then I lost my grandmother Saturday. It was just a whole bunch of, it was just a lot, but, I know law enforcement didn't move in on her right away because, they were told by family members that she had mental health issues, like severe mental health issues. I know that she had an older daughter that was taken away when Melody was 6 months old. The father got custody of that child because they have different fathers. The father for Melody passed away when she was 6 months old as well in a fatal car crash. So I believe, I guess it was going around that she was supposed to be put into the system or fostering. And I don't know if maybe that's why she took off with her. I have no idea. I only know what I know from the first week, 2 weeks that when I first saw it, because this is a case that what's her name, BJ started to cover, but then fell asleep obviously on her true crime during. This is where Betty Butthole has dipped her toes into, and I hate these people for covering things in my state that I have no idea about what it's like here. They have no idea, and they have no idea who these people could be or how they could be. I live in this state. This is my state, and I can say, though, there's Grizzly True Crime, and then there's Tier Talk. They both have been wonderful at doing this and covering the cases to kind of trying to put the pieces together. So I am so grateful and thankful to at least have, you know, two really good people covering. And she is a beautiful little girl, and it hurts hard because, you know, it is my state. It hits home, literally. It hits home. And I'm just glad it was Tier Talk from Poison to True Crime, because they subscribed to me because I asked if I could use something about their one of their videos that I did. And they were honored that I asked. But that's, from what I knew, that was that, and it looked like, I guess that when she did go into the car place with her mother, it seems she may have been wearing a wig, which her mother had plenty of. I guess she changed up her hair a lot. I do know she was finally arrested. I just don't know what on. I don't know all of that. So I am praying to God that that Melody is still out there, if they're still looking for her. If it hasn't been a case that came to a tragic ending, I hope this beautiful little girl is found and brought home. I know they were getting all the data off of her phone, off of the car rental. Now this is all going on my coming from my memory that I remember writing down. Like, I literally wrote, I don't know how many pages of notes on this. They did get something from her phone at one point. I think it was in Nebraska or something like that. They went to a town park, stayed there for about 3 hours, and then she drove 50 miles to a Walmart to buy kids' clothing, girl clothing. And it just sounds a little weird. Why did you go all the way? Like, I don't understand why she went all the way down there. Nobody knows. So, full credit to Grizzly's True Crime. And I also want to shout out Tier Talk from Poison to True Crime for both respectfully covering this case, not being nut jobs, and being super respectful, really caring about this case, and really trying to get all the information they can. So, let's check out what's happened.
If you've been following the case of missing 9-year-old Melody Buzzard with me, then you'll know we've all been asking ourselves, when on earth is this mother, 40-year-old Ashley Buzzard, getting arrested? If you've been following the case of missing 9-year-old Melody Buzzard with me, then you'll know we've all been asking ourselves, when on earth is this mother, 40-year-old Ashley Buzzard, getting arrested? Because at some point, CPS said, look, man, you got to produce your daughter within 72 hours or you get arrested. Well, we didn't see any arrest. In fact, we saw her try to get more rental cars going. We saw her with moving boxes and all sorts of things that have been happening over the weeks since Melody was last seen. That we've done. So go check those out afterwards, okay? You got homework. My name is Gizola K. This is Grizzly True Crime. I hope you'll consider subscribing. And sometimes over here, you might get some homework, okay?
Please note that this content is for adults only. Viewer discretion advised. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe, like, and share.
With felony false imprisonment. And the police are telling us that this has nothing to do with Melody's disappearance. That is what's confusing. If it had to do with that, I'd be like, oh, okay. Nothing to.
Well, okay, So I see this. I had heard about something that she was arrested, but it wasn't for anything to do with her daughter. It was something I want to say about kidnapping, is what I had read on some post, but I'm not sure, so let's keep going.
To do with it? Man, that's weird.
So many people are asking those questions. Behind me is a display for the missing 9-year-old at the home she shared with her mother before that woman's arrest this morning. The baffling story involves a mother and daughter multi-state road trip, disguises, wigs, and swapping license plates. But at the center is 9-year-old Melody Buzzard of Lompoc in Santa Barbara County, who is missing. Investigators with the sheriff's office say her mother, 40-year-old Ashley Buzzard, has been uncooperative and is now under arrest. Newly released footage shows the embattled mother as authorities took her into custody outside her home Friday. However, the case becomes murkier as investigators explain the arrest is not in connection with the disappearance of Melody, but rather something unrelated. In fact, surveillance footage shows her tearing down missing person posters with her daughter's picture and moving boxes at their home. Did you know them well? What were they like?
They never came out. They didn't socialize. Something was weird going on.
Is the arrest surprising to you?
No. Should have did it a long time ago.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do you hope that they locate Melody and that she's safe?
Of course I do. Beautiful little kid.
Okay, so we're going to go over the updates and everything now. But first, I want to show you this map just to give you an idea again of just how far Ashley Buzzard traveled with her daughter. It's an insane amount. I mean, whoa. To just randomly do this, you know? She's apparently...
Wow, they weren't kidding. She really did. Oh wait, no. So this wasn't in my hometown, was it? Why did I say? It was in Cali.
That's actually
I don't know. Oh, San Bernardino's, I believe. Alma. Thank you, love. I'm doing okay. It's still pretty hard to, you know, but she's in a better place where she doesn't have to suffer fighting cancer anymore. So I am happy there's no more pain. She can, you know, now do whatever she wants and everything, and it's never hard to lose it's never easy to lose somebody, especially when the first day you meet them, they already call you their granddaughter at the age of, and I was 10 years old. I remember it. And I got to give them great-grandkids, or her great-grandkids. I'm more so worried mainly about my grandpa because they were married 60 years, but he's doing as best as he can. But thank you, Alma. You are the sweetest, and I can't thank you enough. Just the thoughts and prayers this community is just absolutely always going above and beyond. So thank you. So, no, I was wrong. This isn't the case that was in mine. That's another one I'm researching. And want to bring to light, because I don't know how much has been done, because kids here, their cases don't get very far, because their cases seem to slip under the radar, because our state is already... What? What?
It's powered up because the boot drive is the one from this.
What's that?
That's my laptop you used to stream on.
Oh, so that fixed it?
And it tells me I might have a bad boot drive.
Okay, sorry.
Been fighting with this thing for hours.
But there is another girl from Connecticut. I do want that. BJ was trying to start it on, and I'm like, nope. So I do want to go over that. But that's a long freaking drive. That's 22 hours and 40 minutes. And that's just straight driving. That's not with stops, with stops. So, nobody knows why she went out this far. Suppose she has no family. So, she got arrested, but it wasn't about her daughter. Which I think might be a good thing in a way, because now they found something else in the past that I guess that happened that they could bring her in. So now they can try to find her daughter, maybe, hopefully find her safely, and then go from there and see what had happened. And then she's already in there for something else, so she's already, in custody. So I'm praying that they can find this little girl. I know SF isn't on this, actually. SF is covering this and is working with the family. Actually, let me go to Twitter really quick. Because I was, when I heard it, because he lives out in Cali. I know it's X, but it's kind of hard after so long. I believe it's under this. Okay, what the hell? Oh, please. Might be under this. Come on. There we go. Sorry. Where is he? There he is, right here. Because he lives in Cali, I know that. So let's see. Yep, he's got right there. Oh, he's also doing Celeste. Forgot about that. And nobody has been charged. Just as disturbing. The only press issue released is by the LAPD suggests that the sole potential criminal culpability might be okay. Been trying to keep up with this case and it's hard. Okay. The LAPD and the district attorney's office failed to charge against a minor. I heard LAPD is pretty bad out there. Okay, so that's another case that I gotta catch up on. That case was sad, I'm telling you. That case was about Melody. He does. And he's still looking for Sebastian in case anybody else on that team doesn't know. He's still searching. He's still the PI for Katie and Chris. Anyway. So I do have to keep up. That's a sad story. But B. Tim got me into The Good BJ Investigates, and her channel also, That Surprise Witness. She's been following that case as well, but she's also been following the case of Nova, which I actually talked about before. And she also been following the case of Nova, which I actually talked about before. And she also been following the case of Nova, which I actually talked about before. And she also been following the case of Nova, which I actually talked about before. And she also been following the case of Nova, which I actually talked about before. And she also been following the case of Nova, which I actually talked about before. And she also been following the case of Nova, which I actually talked about before. And she also been following the case of Nova, which I actually talked about before. And she also been following the case of Nova, which I actually talked about before. And she also been following the case of Nova, which I actually talked about before. And she also been following the case of Nova, which I actually talked about before. And she also been following the case of Nova, which I actually talked about before. And she also been following the case of Nova, which I actually talked about before and she called LAPD to report Eshwal Korn on actual Twitter. The account is banned and everything is gone. But the LAPD said they didn't handle internet crime. It's a whole thing. But we'll get back to Grizzly.
Living off social security benefits. I'm sure she's got benefits for Melody as well, who's 9 years old, and Melody's dad died when she was 6 months old, right? And so they say Ashley hasn't ever been the same since, that she pretty much wrote off the dad's side of the family, isolated Melody, had her homeschooled, even neighbors around this house, around Mars Avenue in Lompoc, California, where Ashley lived with Melody. The neighbors say they never came outside. They hardly ever saw Melody outside. Sure, that is so concerning. But then to just suddenly on October 7th be like, all right, taking a road trip, and off goes Ashley with Melody in a rental vehicle. And then it gets so much worse because along the way, Ashley's changing the license plates to New York one, not even any of these states. New York, where'd you get a New York license plate, lady? New York license plates. She's also changing wigs. Oh my goodness. So to drive all the way, this is a 1,500-mile journey from Lompoc, California to Nebraska. And what they know is we're still worried. This is an extremely concerning case. But my point is, we're worried that what happened to Melody in Nebraska? But there's always hope, right? And the FBI and the detectives are saying Melody was last seen on October 9th of 2025. And that was on the return route, actually. So that's interesting. And they mentioned Kansas. Interesting. Okay, they didn't put Kansas on the map, but they've mentioned Kansas before. Now, to me, Kansas is a little bit interesting because Melody is pictured when she's younger in a Dorothy outfit, like from The Wizard of Oz. And that story is based in Kansas. You know, the whole there's no place like home. And I'm wondering if this mother convinced Melody to join her on this road trip, this exciting time, you know, where they're going to go across all these different lands and themes and things to Kansas. That's just a theory. Okay, I'm just like, why on earth would she also make a stop in Kansas? I mean, none of us know why any of this was done. None of us know where Melody is. And that's what everyone wants to know. Now, just so you know, from my Google research, it says in California, false imprisonment is defined under penal code, and there's a number under the unlawful violation of another person's personal liberty. This can involve restraining, confining, or detaining someone against their will without lawful authority or consent, even if briefly. This mother is completely unhinged. Now, her own mother, Ashley Buzzard's mother, says that her daughter struggles with her mental health. I'm saying again, if you watch all the live streams, you know I've said it before. She's very calculated. She's coordinating outfits. She's renting a vehicle. She's switching wigs. She's changing license plates. I mean, she's doing all sorts of things that are incredibly calculated. And then when she comes home without Melody on October 10th of 2025, I mean, that's a long trip to go from October 7th. You know what I mean? And already go all the way to Nebraska and maybe Kansas and already be on the way back on October 9th. And then Melody was last seen between Green River, Utah and Grand Junction, Colorado.
Her father's family, his people.
And my family.
And your family are along those routes.
Utah.
Utah.
Yeah, Utah. When you start getting past Utah coming back, that's when you're running into his friends.
So this is the patch where police know Melody last was somewhere between here. I think they said at a gas station. I think they actually said it was this word. Yeah, Fruta. I don't know how to say that properly. Fruta. In this area, she was seen at a gas station.
Okay, so it seems like this is wild. So, it allegedly seems like she was last seen on October 9th, which would be on the way back from their trip. And, then I guess something about Kansas, Utah. Whew, this is a lot. This is kind of, she's right. Changing wigs, changing license plates, something about New York. Oh, she's a long way from New York, I can tell you that much. 'Cause New York, as B. Tim would say, is like maybe a 2-hour drive till you get right into it. Just like Massachusetts is like maybe an hour and a half, if that, to get into the state. Rhode Island's about an hour and a half.
Here?
Yeah.
From here, it takes about 25 minutes to get into Massachusetts.
Okay, 25 minutes to get into Mass, because it's not that far at all. Rhode Island's about an hour and a half, depending on where you're going. So, I know these different parts. I've been to them all.
Been up and down the whole eastern seaboard.
So, why New York plates especially? Exactly what happened on the way back between Utah and Cali? Melody disappeared and doesn't return with her. Exactly. So, she was, I guess, allegedly spotted, or I think that's what Grizzly said. I don't think she said it as a fact, if I'm correct. I don't know if she did, but she's very careful how she states things, just like we all are. So it seems like she definitely didn't want to be tracked. She didn't want to be tracked down, even though, I mean, the cars, come on now, they have trackers in it. It's a rental, they have to. So, and changing appearances, and we just thought it was Nebraska that she made it to and came back, and the last time she saw, or Melody was seen, was the 7th. That's what I'm asking. I have no idea where she was getting all these license plates. Like, did she just have them? Did she know people in each, in these states? And this is weird. So let's see if we can figure out what they found out about, like, Utah. Like, if they found anything, any information that can make this make sense.
They haven't shown us that footage, but somewhere along this route, Melody was last seen on October 9th, and from there, police do not know where Melody went. But her mother returned home without her, so she drove the rest of the way then. Well, we don't know up to where. We don't know up to where, but she returned home without her, gave the rental car back with its original license plates on. Sure, that is a calculated mother. Now, did she deceive her daughter, and say we're going on this Wizard of Oz themed trip? Let's go to Kansas together. Maybe that would have excited Melody. Maybe that would have been like, yeah, let me put on a wig and let's pretend and let's go on this trip and everything. Who knows? But then what happened? Did Ashley Buzzard leave her with someone that she knows? Ashley's mother said that Melody's father's side has got friends in Utah. So that's interesting, right? In Utah, especially if the police say that Melody was last seen between Green River, Utah and Grand Junction, Colorado.
Okay, so Melody's father, who passed away when she was 6 months old in a tragic car accident, has family in Utah. I'm wondering that if they were CPS or whatever they may be called out there, were trying to come in and replace her in a different home. If instead of that, did she bring them out to these family members of the fathers down there? I mean, after cutting them off for so long, why would she? But then again, if she did, maybe it's because she didn't want her daughter in the system, which, can I blame a mother for that? No, I can't blame a mother for not, wanting their kids to be put into, the system and go from house to house to house. We don't want that, of course. We don't want to see any kids go through that. But I don't know. Because her other daughter, I don't either. I mean, if it's family, then come forward and say, yes, we have her, she's safe. We are her father's side of the family, or Melody's father's side of the family. We want to take care of it, and that's that.
It might not because of the risk of federal offenses.
Yeah, I mean, it's not because this isn't a smart way to do all this, but they knew she was mentally unstable, so I don't know. It's
Who was mentally unstable?
the mother. She hadn't been the same since the father of Melody had passed away. And the mother of Melody even said that she's very mentally unstable.
The mother is unstable?
Melody's mother, yes. I mean, her other daughter that was older was placed with the father. Because they have Melody and, I guess, that'd be her sister, have two different dads. Unfortunately, Melody's passed away. So, I'm not sure exactly what... I don't know. I have no idea. I just know that the sister got taken when Melody was 6 months old, and it's also around the time that her father had passed away. So, I'm not sure.
Harder. So is Melody, was she left with friends? Or somebody that actually knows? Was she sold? Or was she killed? Those seem to be the plausible options at this point, right? And we don't know which one it is. So there's no point in trying to destroy everybody's hope and saying that she's definitely deceased. We don't know that. What the police need from us as the public is to continue to share this information so that anyone in any of these areas, particularly, let's say from Green River, Utah, from here all the way to Lompoc, California, if anyone there has not yet checked their ring cam footage, dash cam footage, hotel surveillance footage, gas station footage, whatever it is, all the footage to see if you see Ashley and Melody, and please remember to keep an open mind, because Ashley was changing wigs, they could have looked very different along this entire route. Which again, I would think that it's Ashley telling Melody, we're going to dress up and we're going to go on this whirlwind trip, yeah, and then? This case reminds me so much of the case of missing Timothy Pitson, who was last seen in Aurora, Illinois, and that was in May of 2011. And his mother did this thing where she took him on a random trip and took him to all his favorite places, and then he disappeared. Later, she took her own life. Nobody knows where Timothy is. There's been no sign of him ever since May 11th of 2011. So if you've never checked out that case, please go and check it out as well. It's linked in the description box. So you just, I'm doing this because I'm used to showing you. Click over here. Okay, don't click it. Expand the description box, and then you'll find the previous episodes we've done on Melody Buzzard's case. And then you'll also find, I'll put a link there for you to watch Timothy Pitson's case, which we don't know where Timothy is. I mean, the biggest theory out there is that his mother left him with like a community, like an Amish community or secluded community, or with like friends that she had. Like, this is eerily similar to the disappearance of JJ and Tylee. So that's scary, right? Either way, what we need to do is share the information. So let me quickly show you now what the latest is that the police say. So this is from the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office. I'm linking all the sources in the description box for you so that you can check it out. And they say detectives arrest Ashley Buzzard on unrelated charges. Search for Melody ongoing. Lompoc, California. Sheriff's detectives have arrested 40-year-old Ashley Buzzard on charges unrelated to the ongoing search for her missing 9-year-old daughter, Melody Buzzard. Detectives learned of a recent incident where Ashley prevented a victim from leaving a location against their will, which constitutes false imprisonment. This crime is not connected to the ongoing search for Melody. However, detectives are unable to fully outline the crime, as it would impede their ongoing investigation. What in the hell does that mean? What do you think that means? I know none of us know, but let me know what your theory is. What do you think they're trying to say over there? Like, what on earth did she do? On Friday, November 7th of 2025, detectives arrested Ashley on a warrant for a felony charge of false imprisonment. She will be booked at the Northern Branch Jail with bail set to $100,000.
Say what? False imprisonment? Of a victim? This just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
I don't think she'll afford bail, so hopefully no one else will bail her out, because they need to keep her in there now and question the crap out of her. She better start talking, because she's not talking at all. And that is a huge concern. If she was in front of the cameras, even if she was acting shady, right? Sure, at least you're talking to the cameras, you're pleading for your daughter's return. She's not doing any of that. She's not talking to anyone. Whoa, that's scary. So her booking photo, they say, does not meet the criteria for public release and will not be distributed. What does that mean? What do you mean it does not meet the criteria for public release? Okay, are we supposed to FOIA request this now? What's going on here? Oh my word. So they said, although this arrest occurred during the course of the missing person investigation, it is not directly related to Melody's disappearance. Are you sure? Okay, sheriff's detectives remain fully focused on locating Melody and confirming her safety. Members of the public who have seen Melody or who may have information about her whereabouts are urged to contact the sheriff's office through any of the following methods. So it's all linked in the link that I'm putting in the description box. I've also put those numbers and things in the description box too. If you saw something and haven't yet said something, even if you think, oh no, they probably know that, it's just such a small tip, do it anyway. Call it in, right? Check your ring cam, dash cam, surveillance footage, everything. You never know what could really help to find Melody, because that's the goal, find Melody. Oh my goodness. So, okay, and the mother obviously knows where she is and she's not talking. That is so frustrating. Now let's look at this one. They say updated information in search for missing at-risk child, surveillance video shared. Interestingly, they initially shared just 2 pictures of Melody, right? In fact, it was right here. They shared this picture and then they also shared this picture, which looks very different to the picture that Ashley wanted to share with everybody of her daughter when it was from 2023. Okay, so here she is, and the police think she's wearing a wig. And they think that Ashley at some point on the return trip put this wig on. That is scary. That just, I don't know, that just gives me the chills. So they showed us that. They also showed us this picture, and this is what I mean by, look at her coordinating her little outfit. She's got a white top and white boots and little brown pants and a brown jacket. She's got her wigs on. Like, what are you doing? Her makeup is done. Look there. Whoa, this woman is scary. So, okay, and poor Melody's always just behind, like trailing behind, like her mother's always got her back to her, and you're going to see it from this footage now as well. So here they have now shared this footage, right? And it's also from October 7th of 2025, right? And they say Santa Barbara County Sheriffs are releasing additional information in the ongoing search for missing at-risk 9-year-old Melody Buzzard, including a portion of the surveillance video from October 7th of 2025 and updated investigative details indicating that Melody's mother, Ashley Buzzard, may have changed her appearance during travel. If she changed her appearance, you know, anywhere from where Melody was last seen to home, that is so scary. Then where's Melody? What did she do with her? Detectives are now sharing a segment of the video footage taken on October 7th of 2025 that's going along with it, but she's probably wondering to herself, what are we doing? You know? Okay, so check this out. Shame. Poor Melody. Just a little bit of background noise here, right? So let's play it again. Look. So she's initially looking at her. Melody's smiling, but in a stressful way, in my opinion. It's like a, yeah, I'm with the crazy lady. I don't know what's going on here. Shame. Oh my word. Look, even her eyebrows are done. Her eyeshadow's done. Lashes are done. Wig is on. And I think she wore this wig since she got home. Because that's what I was saying in one of the live streams. Her hair looks very similar when she was at home in all the photos we saw of her. I think she just continued to wear this wig. Okay. Again. To me, Melody looks nervous. What do you think? And this one looks like, don't worry, we're going to get through it, or whatever it is. What are you doing? What are you planning? Were you taking your daughter? He left California with Melody on October 7th of 2025, driving a rented white 2024.
Okay, that's one of the 2. She has another newer one too. About what happened possibly in Utah. So, let's see if there's anything that we can understand.
No, you were not playing with Daddy's class.
I am so sorry. I will rewind that. Hold on.
On the same person who picked her up later on October 22nd, long after Melody had been missing, right? And then took her to car rental agencies where Ashley was unsuccessful at renting more vehicles because of, debt, apparently. Is that the same person? Is that the person who Ashley kept against her will? Is that what she's being charged with? Did that person tell the police, well, she forced me. Like she said, come pick me up. I just want to go rent a car. And then she wouldn't let me leave or something. Is that what they have? Because they had to have something to charge her with, right? To be able to arrest her. I think to grab her cell phone, to get her electronic devices. Because I think that's going to hold a lot of clues. As we know, the FBI is now involved. We're talking Celebrite or Grey Key or whatever kind of phone she has, to extract the information. Normally Grey Key for Apple devices, Celebrite for the other devices. So who knows what they're going to find on laptops, computers, phones, tablets, huh? The car, telematics, all of that while they have her in jail. And the added benefit is, maybe she'll be under pressure not to talk. I sadly don't think she's going to talk. She doesn't seem like one to. Her whole family has said, and her, Melody's dad's side of the family has said she doesn't talk much. She's very private. She's isolated Melody for years, so that's a concern. Let me play this one more time. Okay, so we have that. I'm linking the Santa Barbara.
Buzzard has been uncooperative in the investigation, but today, right outside her Mars Avenue home, she was arrested on unrelated charges. Neighbors say more than a dozen law enforcement vehicles surrounded the Vandenberg Village home shortly after 11 a.m. Neighbors tell me armed law enforcement knocked on the front door of the home and told Ashley they'd break it down if she didn't answer. She reportedly opened the door, was handcuffed, and escorted to a sheriff's vehicle at the end of her driveway.
So they said, we are going to break down this door. Unless you answer, then she answered, okay?
According to the sheriff's office, Buzzard's arrest was unrelated to her 9-year-old daughter's disappearance. Authorities say they obtained an arrest warrant for a felony charge of false imprisonment after learning Buzzard recently prevented a victim from leaving a location. No other details were provided. Lisbeth Meza is Melody's paternal aunt. I spoke with her Friday afternoon and she told me she was disappointed to know Ashley's arrest was not related to Melody's disappearance. What were the first thoughts that came to mind when you saw that video of Ashley?
Well, it was like a bittersweet moment, because finally they arrested her, but where's Melody?
Ashley Buzzard's mother, Lori Miranda, tells me with the recent events, she has thought about reconnecting with her daughter, but only if it would help with the investigation. She had this message to share.
You really need to talk to these people and you really need to tell them where she is because this is getting really scary and it's getting really out of hand.
Court file.
I must say that Ashley actually has the legal right to not say anything. Damn, she could have actually dropped off with a friend or, who's an acquaintance, someone she knows, to protect her from whatever perceived danger she may think that Melody's in. This is just a theory. And she doesn't have to tell anyone where she is. Damn, okay, but I hope she does because the entire world is worried about Melody. So much can go wrong. That's why the FBI says she's missing and at risk. And they do want to know where she is. They do want to find her, right?
In Santa Barbara County under the names Ashley Buzzard, Ashley L. Buzzard, and Ashley Lynn Buzzard show multiple civil collection cases, including lawsuits from Discover Bank and Capital One, along with older traffic infractions.
We know nothing.
Now, the debt part, I did know about. That was part of my noting down, was that she had financial issues and a lot of debt. And I don't know what victim, that's what I'm wondering. What victim? Why? A victim of what? It's absolutely insane. And I mean, I don't know if they'll give us any information because I believe this didn't happen too long ago. That I saw it popping up in my feed. Now, if this is how they at least bring her in, even though she does have the right to not talk and get an attorney, at least she's in custody. So if they can definitely pinpoint and charge her with this crime, this this victim, where she wouldn't allow them to leave wherever she was having them held. hopefully gradually over, hopefully fast time, they'll be able to, I don't know, get something. Just, while she's obviously already going to be in there and probably going to, get in pretty serious trouble for what she did, might as well just tell us. But something, it nags me, and it's, hate to say it, but my gut says she ain't gonna talk as fast as we want her to. I do believe Melody's probably still out there, but I don't know. And yeah, I really pray to God. I pray she just freaking just say where she is, if she's safe. Even if you don't give a name of the place or anything like that, just something. Is she okay? Is she alive? Is she doing well? Can you prove that she's doing well? Do you have, do you have any updates? Is there anybody they can contact? Something to confirm that she's alive and okay. I could even do at least, we're starting off with that. Even just that.
We are just as confused as everybody else of what's going on.
Melody's half-sister on her dad's side, Karina Meza, tells me when she learned of the arrest, she thought it meant answers.
I was hoping that we finally got the answers that we needed from her, that we're one step closer to getting back Melody.
The family's message remains direct to anyone who may know where Melody is.
Just return her so she can get the help and care that she also needs at this point. I'm sure it's a completely traumatic experience for her.
The last confirmed sighting of 9-year-old Melody Buzzard was on October 9th on surveillance video where she's seen along the Colorado-Utah border. Investigators say Ashley and Melody went on a 3-day road trip to
Okay, so it is confirmed on surveillance. She was last seen October 9th on surveillance camera in Utah, near Colorado. So, at this point, it's gotta be, where did she leave her before coming home? I mean, they were on their returning home trip. And she made it back to where she is in Cali by the next day, on the 10th. That's my little one. On the way back, so maybe, hopefully she brought Melody to somewhere, because if there's relatives, I am praying to God, because it's a day before she got home, so nope. So she was spotted. Hold on. Hold on. I almost said Damien. Sorry about the echo. Princess, you can't pull on the plugs, baby. Sorry, she made me echo because she helped somehow unmute my. Yeah, she's a little bit tired, so I'm gonna finish up with this. And then get her to bed. But I really wanted to update you guys, because I know I had brought this case up a while back, and I've been dying to know answers too. So I'm praying that she just dropped her off somewhere, because literally it was 24 hours before she got home back in Cali. So I'm hoping she didn't do anything irrational at the last second. So let's pray.
Okay, we're going to discuss that timeline together again. I will link that video for you in case you want to finish that video by yourself. It's only 39 seconds more, but I just want to get to what we're going to get to, right? So here we go. Let's first start with this, okay? We've got a presentation to go through quickly here, and then I've got some more video clips to show you, including something about a purple hair lady. What? Okay. So Melody was born February 10th of 2016. That's important. Why? Because it means, she turned 9 in February. So, did Ashley's mental health decline majorly since then? Why do I say that? Because she experienced her own trauma at age 9, where she went on the run with her mother when her mother was trying to escape an abusive husband, allegedly. This was printed in a newspaper, okay? So, people are speculating. But yeah, I think at this point, she needs to tell the police where Melody is so the police can check out, the situation, the location, make sure that Melody's okay. Otherwise, other options are on the table, like murder or trafficking or something else. Abandonment, for all we know. Okay, so she was last seen October 9th of 2025. She's approximately 4 feet 6 inches tall, 75 pounds, with long curly brown hair and brown eyes. She's considered at risk due to her age and circumstances. We know that this is the picture that Ashley shared with police, and it's 2 years old. It's from 2023. The picture on the right is Melody seen on surveillance at that car rental place on October 7th of 2025. Okay, so when Melody was 6 months old, her father, Rubiel, died in a motorcycle accident, and this triggered a mental health decline in Ashley Buzzard. So much so that Ashley's mother, had said that at some point when they went into the home, there were raw eggs in a pan, rotten food in the fridge, and they had to take Melody away out of her care for a moment, temporarily, and Ashley had to go to a hospital to be taken care of. So that catastrophic event in her life triggered a huge mental health decline, right? So Ashley's mother, Lori Miranda, says that her daughter was evaluated for her mental health since a young age, and she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. So her mother said this to the media.
Sorry. So they did take Melody out of her care for a while. That's what I was thinking. And it does, that's what I'm praying for, darling, is the fact that she was last seen in a place where the father's side of family, I guess, is there. So, but yeah, they took Melody, and I know they took the older daughter for sure out, because of the same circumstances they're talking about right now.
Right? Lori said that there's a lot more going on than the media is portraying, and that her daughter's bipolar diagnosis causes her to make up stories. Oh my, okay. Which is interesting because she's not really talking right now. She's not making up stories now, which is why it's really concerning. She's not cooperating with the police. She's not talking to the media. She's not even talking to her family. It's scary. So, paternal aunts of Melody, Bridget Truitt, Lisbeth Mesa, and Vicky Shade, and the grandmother on the paternal side, paternal aunts and the grandmother, right, Lily Dennis, have publicly expressed concerns, noting Ashley cut off contact with them years ago. They claim that Ashley refused to let them see Melody for 3 to 4 years, despite efforts to obtain visitation or custody rights through the courts. That could be, in Ashley's mind, a huge threat, because she's already lost one daughter before. She might think, oh crap, I'm going to lose my only daughter that I have now. So now I need to do everything to protect her. And we'll have to see what that means, right? I do hope they find her and that Melody's okay. So, for instance, Melody's paternal grandmother attempted.
The family was about 4.5 years ago when her mom brought her to my mother-in-law's house for us to see her. And at that time, Nancy, she was acting very strange. She had shaved her head down. I mean, she had like a buzz cut, and she had a hoodie on. The mom, Ashley, did. And she was acting very strange. And my mother-in-law had told her, if you want to leave her here, she can stay here, because she was playing with my kids. And Ashley looked and she said, I can't do this. And she grabbed her and they left. And that was the last time that we seen her.
And isn't it true, Ms. Mesa, you guys have a really big family?
Quick pause. So you heard that was also a huge mental health red flag. Okay, sorry to interrupt Nancy Grace there. I just want to at this point, right? They said, my family was never told why she was taken from Ashley's care, she said. Okay, interesting. Now, Melody's half-sister, Karina Mesa, said, I did see Ashley the day after I received the phone call asking if I had seen Melody. And then seeing that Melody was missing, I did go to Lompoc and knocked on Ashley's door. She told me, why now? Why do you want to be a part of her life now? Interesting. Defensive questions. You know what I mean? Like, why now? What are you doing here? Okay, but where's Melody? You know what I mean? So she said, and I explained to her we had no contact
had no saved video footage. Notably, of that stop, there were no printed photos of Melody or her mom.
Did the FBI give you any photos to share with people?
No. 6 miles later, I stopped at Junction, a potential sighting. The store manager of the Junction pit stop in Phillips 66 gas station said an employee spotted Melody's mom on October 9th around 5 p.m. When I called the employee, she said she was certain she saw the mother, Ashley, after seeing her photo from the FBI agent, remembering her curly blonde wig.
It was really, really freaking weird because she just opened the door at the store, head in, and then said, "Did you guys know you have a whole bunch of kittens out here?"
Matthew said the woman then got in her car with a woman with purple hair. She guessed to be around 30.
I kind of walked towards the door going, "What the crap was that?" when they left and noticed that they had a California license plate.
She does not remember any transaction made as she was working in the back of the store. Overall, the store said not many people know about Melody's disappearance.
It's a crazy situation and horrible, and the little girl should be found. And I mean, there's a lot of nature, a lot of woods around here. So it's like, if this is where she was the day before she got home, who knows? Anything could happen.
Okay, so that's also concerning who's the purple wig lady. And also, now when she's trying to get a rental car with her own card and everything, now she can't. Now suddenly
Okay, well, it seems that she was possibly last seen at 5:30 on October 9th, but no surveillance yet. Hopefully they'll find something more. Hopefully the mom will talk. Hopefully, I am praying that she's found safe, and maybe, I don't know, maybe she's with the family members of the, father. I'm going to keep looking into this. And I'm going to also check out what Tier Talk has, if he's got any information and everything. But if you haven't, go subscribe to Grizzly True Crime. She does wonderful, beautiful work. She does... Is she stuck?
Yep. Because she's got a big butt. She got her butt stuck.
So, I'm praying that she's going...
Save the silverware.
Of course, and I should be on tomorrow. And if I find anything else new or anything else different on anywhere from Court TV through through SF, I believe he was on there on that. So I'll probably look at that tonight. Go over that. Look at Tier Talk. See what he's got. Also, fully extensively go through some more videos of Grizzly. But let's just pray that Melody is brought home safely, that she's still out there, that she's, we're going to find her. They're going to find her. So I want to thank all my mods for being here. I want to thank everybody else. And I should be on probably around normal time, depending on who goes on when, and I'll sneak in when I can. So I'm going to go put this cranky baby to bed, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.